Hey y'all, I'm back. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. I'll explain what happened when y'all come back in. Come on in, come on in. Yeah, child, Aqua Rose. My phone overheated. Just a little short ride in the car. Right when I was getting out my car, my phone just overheated. So I just came up since I was at home to get on my laptop, but it's really hot. I think it's just here. I don't know if it's even 80. I mean, it's warm out, but I didn't think it was that warm for my phone overheat. Let me see. It's saying it's 78 degrees, but yeah, my phone overheated. Now I gotta remember what the hell I was talking about. I think I was talking about Rose and not having a car, trying to sell houses. I guess that can be content for selling houses without a car, without transportation. Selling houses without transportation. Would y'all watch that? Selling houses without transportation. Selling houses without transportation with 4 kids. That's a lot. That'll be a hell of an episode. The car chic, the lack thereof. Pearl said the car or the lack thereof. Y'all, we about to sit back and watch how the hell to do that. Because like I said, I've had my license for many, many years, and I don't know no real estate agents who don't have a car. I think that's going to be the main thing you need. You're going to need that before the business cards. You need to get you a car before you even get you some business cards. Before you even get you a headshot, we got to have a car. We got to have a car. So, welcome back in, y'all. Listen, we got to start all over. Y'all hit the like button. But my phone overheated, so I couldn't continue on in that live. It ended it, so I had to come on here. I was at home. I just pulled into my garage, so I just jumped on my laptop on StreamYard. But just with me knowing just the ins and out of real estate, the effort that it takes, it's like anything you do. You got to work at it. It's within, you're working for yourself. But it takes a lot of discipline, focus, but you definitely need to be available. Meaning, like, if someone needs something, like, you got to be available to be able to come through. You got to be dependable. You got to be trustworthy. You got to be smart. It takes more than being able to do a split, being able to twerk, being able to stand on your head. Being married to a white man. Like, it takes more than that. None of those things are even required. Like, that is nowhere on the test. None of that was on the test. It wasn't on my test. It wasn't on my test. So again, I don't understand why she just didn't wait to celebrate once she took her state exam. Or let's just say she came out, because it is an achievement to just be able to pass the final, because not everyone does that easily. You got to test out of the class. You have to test out, and everyone don't do that, quickly. Some people have to repeat some things, so it is an accomplishment, to be able to test out of the program. So that is an accomplishment, but that's not you having a real estate license. That's the first step. It's necessary. It's the first part. You have to do that first. But you're not a licensed real estate agent yet. You're not licensed until you go sit for, oh yeah, let me hit y'all with this. When you go take a test, let me see. So before you even can go sit for the state exam, you got to go have a criminal background check. Y'all think she good in that area? Because they have to do a background check on you first before you can become licensed in, like, real estate, just What else? Insurance, like things that require like a license where you're dealing with people's like money and transactions, like they require for you to have a criminal background check. I just thought about that because I remember, listen, Fifi said she had a little mug shot. She wasn't gonna post it because she said Roseman took a whole channel down. But you can't have a background. I don't know how lenient they are with what they willing to see. Like if it's a misdemeanor, if they let that go, I don't know because I don't got that on my background. But you do have to have a background check done. I just now remembered that. You got to do that first before you can even go sit for the exam. So what you say, Pearl? Pearl said, do they look into CPS? I don't know. I don't know. But I know they listen. I don't know what all come back on the report because they run the background check and then I don't recall getting an actual report from years ago. So like I said, I've had my license for many years. And I remember going to the police station because that's where I had to go to get the background check ran. So I remember going there. I had to pay for it. It was a few dollars. Back then, I think the first time it was maybe like $8. And there was like a waiting period. But I don't remember getting like a report back where I can see details. Like I ain't got none. So I think it's almost like it's just a pass or fail kind of situation. I don't know, y'all, because I don't have anything. I don't have a record. So I don't know with somebody who got a record or who've got a mugshot. Like, I don't know. I know somebody who they have their license here and they were going to get their license in Florida. And in the midst of them preparing to get their license in Florida, you know, the background check, because each state they're doing their background check. The background check for Florida came back something that was on that person's record from when they were like a teenager that was supposed to have been expunged or removed or whatever. But that didn't even come on the background check for Georgia, but it came in Florida. It didn't come up for the real estate license to get their license here in Georgia. It didn't come up for them to get a government job. They worked at the airport for TSA. It didn't come up there. But though with Florida, however they ran it, this thing that happened with this person was maybe like 16. It came up. So they had to work with trying to, get that cleared up to get that removed. So I say this to say that it seems like different places got different ways with how they pull information. So she's going to have to get past that part before she can even go sit for the state exam, just to make sure that her criminal background is good. So there's that. There is that. I'm not making this stuff up, y'all. Like, this is true. So these rules that I'm running down to you, like this is just to be a real estate license in the USA. Because when I was in school, we learned things based off of what was Georgia specific, and we would learn things based off of just national. So I'm sharing with you all kind of a little bit of both. But the national thing is going to be the background check. It's just that, what I've come to learn is that the different places who are pulling your information, they're using, I guess, different databases because, like I said, the person here, something that happened with them when they were like a teenager in another state didn't come up. But though Florida, it came up when they pulled it. So it halted their process with moving on with Florida because they had to stop and deal with that. They didn't even know that was a thing because they've been living in Georgia and that was never an issue. But Florida's like, hey, what's this? This is coming up. And it's like, damn, what kind of report y'all running back? What kind of background check y'all running that even the government didn't run because this person worked for the government, worked for TSA, and they run background checks and nothing, that didn't come back. So I don't know. Y'all confident that her background check gonna come clean when they gonna sign off for her to go show somebody some houses? I don't know. She gonna be mad at me, y'all. She gonna be mad at me. She gonna be like, she knows some of everything. I do, y'all. Listen, I am a well-rounded individual. I know a lot of stuff about a lot of things, but just enough to kind of share some stuff and to get me by, you know. But child, listen, I'm a lifelong learner. And I ask a lot of questions. So y'all listen. Rose got to pass the background check. Rose got to pass the background check. She's gonna have to do that first. So with that being said, it's safe to say that her mama got a clean background because her mama out here got a brokerage license. So while Rose running around here telling these things, saying whatever about her mom, one thing she can't put on her mom is criminal activity because her mama holds a real estate license. And she wouldn't be able to hold that license if she had a record. So to say all of that, we can confirm that Rose mama background is more squeaky clean before we can confirm Rose's background is because of the type of work her mama do, which will require her to be on the up and up. You see what I'm saying? Rose ain't doing nothing to where we can be like, oh, well, they had to clear her in order to do that. So she good. We have confidence that her background is good. She ain't done nothing like that. She just do YouTube. All kind of criminals and ex-felons who got channels out here, and they're doing quite well telling prison stories. So YouTube don't have no prerequisites for what you need to have done, or they don't care about your past. You can just get up here, but that ain't how real estate is. Real estate, they don't play them kind of games because you're dealing with the public. You got to go privately meet people. You're dealing with things that has to do with money. You're dealing with their personal information. That's why you have to have a license because you gotta be deemed as like a trustworthy person. And everybody's not trustworthy. You're dealing with people like, think about any of you all who have bought homes or been involved in a real estate transaction. Think about all the personal information that not only the loan officer became aware of, but also your realtor, because your realtor is representing you. So it's most beneficial for you to be upfront with your realtor about your financial situations. So therefore they know what kind of conversations they need to have on the back end to get things pushed through pertaining to your loan. Because a real estate agent, a loan officer, they wear two different hats. So a lot of times a real estate agent has certain knowledge about certain things to be able to talk to you, to get you prepared for the conversation you need to have with the loan officer who is behind getting your loan approved. So you got to be honest and forthcoming with your real estate agent, because if you not, you will mess yourself up. You will mess the deal up, because if you hold things back, don't quite share your full financial situation, the whole deal can fall apart. And guess what? A lot of times real estate agent be like, well, bet if you had told me that up front and I knew your situation, I could have made this move. I could have told them that because I've dealt with a situation like that, but you didn't tell me. So Rose got a lot of work to do, and she doesn't know these things. And unfortunately, her relationship isn't good enough with her mom for her to learn these things from her mama. But child, she know my channel. Come on over here. Come on over here, Rose. I'm going to talk to you about real estate and how it works. Y'all know she be watching my content. She probably taking notes. She probably like, oh, but she should have learned in school that they was going to have to do a background check on her. She should have learned that, because you learn that, like we talk in school, you're talking about just real estate and the laws and things. So she should have learned that. Only you know what your background is. So if something come up on your background, you really shouldn't be surprised. So if anything, you might be like, oh, I thought that was removed, but you're not going to be surprised that it exists. You used to be doing the most. You know when you used to be doing the most. So listen. Hey, Judge Fifi, how you doing? You said I had showed the email because people were saying the certificate was fake. No, you got to I personally did, when I went to school, I didn't get a certificate. It was just them telling me you passed. And then what they do is your information is in a database. So when I want to go, when I scheduled to take the exam, they got you in a system to where they know, oh yeah, you qualify, because you're not going to be in the computer system if you don't qualify. So for my state, I didn't have a certificate. But what I do know, which is what that certificate read, Fifi, that you showed, is that it talked about her passing the course. You do have to pass the class. You do. You have to test out of it. You take a final. There's actually multiple tests throughout the course that you're taking. When I was in school, it was 3 different classes that I took. So it was 3 different times. And each one was like a month long. So it's 3 months. And within each class, you'd have quizzes and things. And at the end, you have a final. That was, like I said, I think I got my license like 2003. So it's early 2000s, before I was married with kids and everything. That's how it was in Georgia. So you do have to test out of it. Yeah. And some people struggle with testing out of it. Some people, like I said, it was 3 classes. So some people struggled with, maybe you did good out of 2, but then it's 1 that you're struggling with. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that she passed all of it, and I believe that's a real certificate. Awesome job. Good job. But that is not the same as having your real estate license. That's just the first part. That's just the hours, because you got to have the 60 hours. Now you have to go and sit for the exam. You all can do a general Google search and see what it says. And it says exactly what I'm saying. Because when Fifi did her show, I said, I knew how it worked for me in Georgia, but I'm like, well, she's in Hawaii. How does it work in Hawaii? So I Googled it, and the information that came up was exact information that applies to Georgia. So I'm like, it's the same. You get the 60 classroom hours, then you sit for the exam. She just has to do the exam part. It's not an easy exam either. It's not an easy exam. So if she was able to pass the class, I don't know what the formatting of the class was. She should be capable of passing the state or the national, the exam. But I don't know what that all consisted of, or how she passed her class, because I did mine over a course of 3 months. She looked like she knocked it out in like a week, which you can if you go full time. You can kind of get it all the way. I did it part-time in the evenings after work. So it was like 4 hours. I think 2 days a week I go for 4 hours. So it took me 3 months total, but you can knock it out in like a week. So she could have knocked it out, but she still got to go do that exam. And it ain't no joke. But if she passed that, yes, it's a reason to celebrate. Even her passing the exam from her class is a reason to celebrate. But you don't have to lie about it. Just say, hey, y'all, I passed my exam, my final. Now I can go sit for the state exam. You just tell the people that part. And they'd be like, bet, good luck. You got this. Go sit for the exam. When do you take the test? Or she could have just sat silent, which is what I would have done, and just said, okay, I finished that part. Now I got to take the state exam. I'm going to wait until after I take the state exam. Then I'm going to tell the people, and we can celebrate it all. And I can say, y'all, I done it. I did it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me tell y'all, this is what I was doing. She could have did it either way, and there's no lies told, but she chose to lie about it. But the part that gets me, Kiana, what do you say? Stage exam? You said state exam. Yeah. So Kiana, this is you all luxury Kiana Metro. So this is Kiana. This is my sister on the screen. She's a realtor in the state of Georgia. Very successful realtor. So if y'all got questions, she's the one. Follow on her Instagram. Kiana, drop your Instagram so they can find you. But either way, she could have celebrated, but she just lied. So you got to take the state exam. You can't get around that. And she got to go do it. There's no way around it. So Fifi, you were not lying. you weren't lying. That was real, because that is the process. She just got paperwork with a congratulations. Me and my sister, we went to school together. She made a career out of it. I didn't. I'm married with kids. She's single, solo dolo, doing the damn thing. She ain't got no man, no kids to worry about. So all she can worry about is her goddamn money. And that's what she do. She gets to it. So, but so it takes, it's a different type of lifestyle that you got to have. It's a different type of lifestyle that you got to have to be successful in real estate. And, you know, with her, Rose's life looks kind of more in line with what my life looked like, just with her having small kids. But goddamn, I had a car. So I had small kids and a car. So compared to her, I was winning. But, you know, as far as with the challenges, it's going to be a struggle, you know, with not having transportation, having small kids, and having to be responding to these people out here. And it's expensive. It's a lot of money. It's fees. You got to pay for your marketing, because think about it, with real estate, you're getting your money on the back end at closing. So when you're marketing, you're advertising these people houses, these pictures that you're seeing, y'all, these real estate agents, they're paying for that. So do y'all see Rose going in her pocket paying for that? Paying for these for sale signs, paying for the pictures that are on the website, paying for these houses to be staged so they look nice, paying for herself to have like pictures of just herself, professional pictures. Do y'all see her forking out? Y'all, she gonna have to take take off the yoga pants. She gonna have to put something else on, because she can't be wearing the yoga pants on the business card photo, on the flyers advertising her services. She gonna have to put on some clothes. She gonna have to put some clothes on, and they gonna have to look clean. So all that we see her giving, it don't line up to being a successful real estate agent. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's not capable. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you got to understand the assignment. You got to know what goes into it. You can't just jump off the porch and be like, I'm about to do this, because you're setting yourself up and it can be costly. You got to do your research. You got to do your research, get your ducks in a row, and see if this is the move for you. You know, that's just moving smart with anything we do. You do your research, your due diligence. You be like, man, but this goes to show that she didn't talk to anybody. She just knows that her mom does very well. And this is the thing about people, even, you know, with my sisters, does well with real estate, has nice things to show for. People see the fruits of your effort, but they don't understand what goes behind. They don't understand the work that you put into it. They just see you living good. You got the nice car, you got the nice house, you got nice pictures, you traveling, but they don't know the behind the scenes. Rose don't have a clue on the behind the scenes of the type of work that her mama put in. She don't have a clue, because how you know she don't have a clue is because of the way she jumped in it. She didn't prepare. She was already recently talking about how her bank account ain't looking the way it used to, because she was out here trying to keep up with the Joneses and buying stuff and paying $2,000 for a couch that we trying to figure out, well, where the hell you bought that couch at? Because it ain't giving $2,000 nowhere. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So she was already talking about finances, but with real estate, you're going to spend money for a minute before you start to make money. You're spending money. And when I say spending money, you're spending hundreds, thousands. And if you're serious about your stuff, these pictures I'm talking about, some people are like, shit, I'm about to take these pictures with my cell phone. People like my sister that's on the screen, nah, her goddamn ass is hiring photographers. She is hiring people to go out and take pictures of your house. She is putting money in with getting your house staged, to put furniture in there. Say if the house is empty, she going to damn rooms to going somewhere, buying or renting furniture to put in the house to stage it. So therefore, you got a vision of what the hell it looked like if you were to be here. That stuff makes a difference when it comes to selling. That makes a difference. Y'all don't know how many houses y'all might have gone in and y'all thought that was them people furniture, but it was staged. Somebody like my sister didn't damn stage it. The ones that don't play about their business, they gonna get your shit together. And guess what? 30 days closing. That house gone. She's like top seller in our office on the board. She don't play about hers, but her lifestyle, she got the time to be able to do that. If somebody like, yo, I need to do this, sis, she can get up and go do that. That wasn't my life. That wasn't my life. And we see that's not her life either. You got to get to it. It's a lot of work, a lot of late nights. I'm sure, Kiana, I'll ask you, with all that goes into real estate, can you imagine doing that with having children, whether it's 1, 2, 3, just having small children? Can you imagine just knowing all that you do? Can you imagine doing that with small children? Just let that, because I know it's a lot, and I'm just on the outside. It's a lot. It's a lot. Sue said, congratulations, sis. Listen, Sue, she be damn doing the damn thing. I can't do it. I finally said, you know what? This is not my ministry. And I paid for years. I paid to keep my license up, but I had to accept that is not me. I can be on YouTube all day long with y'all. She ain't gonna be doing this. She got her little, her TikTok. She got her social media account, but YouTube isn't her thing. I'm the talker. She's not a talker. She just gets to the business. So if you ready to talk business or whatever, that's your girl. But you want to you need the Ayanla fix my life, then that's me. Y'all see how we different. Y'all see how we different. I'm gonna fix your life. she gonna help you get you a house. So you got to be real and understand what you're getting into. And it's studying. She says it would be a lot to manage though through with kids. It's a lot. Rose kids are ages 9, 8, 4, and like 10 months. And then she talking about having another one. So listen, that's a lot. Like, you got to be realistic about it. A lot of times, yes, things sound nice, but you got to take it a step further than that. You got to start asking the questions and doing your research, because it can save you a lot of time. It can save you a lot of stress, and it can save you a lot of money. What do they say? Work smarter, not harder. This goes into the working smarter when you're doing your research. For people who maybe entertain the idea of real estate, you listening to me now and I'm talking. Then my sister joined the chat and she said some things. This is part of the research part where you're listening like, damn, I didn't think about that. Because she and I, we were the first ones, the only ones in our family. Like, we went to real estate school together as just young people. Like, after work, we were roommates. And it was my idea. I was like, hey, I'm going to go to real estate school. You want to join in? And we went together because I had the car. She didn't even have a car at the time. Speaking of real estate agents with no car, at the time when we were going to school, she didn't have a car. But by the time she got into the business, she had a car. But, she was just out of high school. I was, 20? She's right behind me. I'm 44. She's 43. So we were young. And I was 20. She probably was 19. So that was our ages. So we were really young. We wasn't goddamn 40 years old trying to make moves like this, because at this age, you got life, you got responsibilities. You got to really, really think this shit through. We were literally coming from our mama house, so it's different when you're trying to do it and you don't have those real life responsibilities yet. And you can be like, yes, I'm about to get this to try. I don't got no kids yet. I'm not married. I don't have nothing holding me down. I can get to it. But if that is not your life, you got to be realistic about that, because you'll wind up just overworking yourself, stressing, and being in the hole. Because I told y'all, you got monies that you got to pay out. You got to make money to spend money. That's real estate. And y'all don't know that. Y'all see these people with a lot of money, but y'all don't know in the beginning, they was spending out a lot of money before they made their money. And here's the thing, it ain't even no guarantee that ish gonna even close. Sometimes you working, you doing all this work and the deal fall through. Somebody finance fall through because something didn't hit their credit. Y'all ain't going to closing. But think about all the money you spent on. Remember I told you have to, you staging houses, like you doing all kinds of stuff, and the deal fall through. You ain't getting that money back. That's an L. That's a loss. On to the next one. On to the next one. So that's how I know she don't know. And she never really talked to anybody about it, because if she had talked to someone about it, I don't feel like she would have did what she did. Even if she did, it would have been later. It wouldn't be now, because it defines common sense and logic. It makes no sense. Like I said, it only makes sense if she was like, I'm going to get my real estate license because I know I'm just going to be using it for my own personal transactions. I plan on buying houses, so I want to be the real estate agent for the deal and earn a commission. That makes sense if that is your plan. I've heard her talk about wanting to buy more property with her husband, but the way she was gloating, talking about I got my license, y'all, she was sounding like she about to go out there and change the world. She about to do some things. That was what she was giving to me. That it was like, I want to help you, and you. That's the energy I was getting from her. Like, she trying to be on some stuff like her mama. but you don't know the work mama put in. Your mom is a whole broker. So that means she did the real estate agent stuff first. Then she got her license and got her broker's license because there was levels to it. So my sister, she got the broker's license. Y'all listen, she got the damn broker's license. My sister got the broker's license too. That means that if she wanted to start her own brokerage company, she could do it and hold agent's license. I'm not a broker. So say if I needed someone to hold my license, because as an agent to practice, you have to have someone to hold your license. You can't just be out here doing real estate. Somebody have to hold, so they're legally responsible for you. So if you F up, they're basically saying, hey, I'm going to take the hit. I'm going to be responsible because you're underneath me. That's how that works. Rose's mom, she's a broker. So if say Rose was in California and she got her license, her mother can hold her real estate license. That's how that works. So because her mom is a broker, she don't need nobody to hold her license. She ain't got to work for nobody. She get all the money because when you're a real estate agent, you're splitting the money with your broker. So you might have a 70-30 split. But if you're a broker, guess what? You keeping all the money. So if you serious about that thing, kind of like a truck driver. Well, if you own your own cab and then, you pull other people's stuff, like you working for yourself versus if you driving somebody else's cab. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to split the money. If you own the cab, you keep all the money. But if you're driving somebody's cab, you're splitting that money and they're paying you however much they want to pay you. That's why if you're a truck driver, the goal is to own the cab. The cab part is what they're driving in. That is the mission. If you serious about that thing, you try to get you a couple of cabs. Therefore, you can just get your different contracts and haul, attach the trailer part. That's who, like when people will pay you to pull their stuff. You keep all the coin. So real estate can be very good as well as trucking. You just got to understand how all of it works. I know about the damn trucking, y'all, because my mama used to drive. Listen, y'all. Either I did some shit or I got folks in my family that did some stuff. Y'all, we get to it. My family is full of women. And y'all, they just like me. Very ambitious. Like we get to it. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. That's me through and through. So either I experienced it, what I tell you a lot about, or my mama and my family experienced it, but we get to it. It's just how my mama raised us. My sister, you just saw on the screen, Kiana, she has a twin sister. So it's 3 girls and we have a brother. We gets to it. We know no other way. So that's why I come out here and I talk to you all about getting to it. And I give you guys the insight on the background, just in case if you had an interest in any of these things. So real estate, just research it. Learn how your market is where you live. How are houses being sold? What are the prices of houses? How long are the houses sitting on the market? What are the interest rates? Are you seeing the houses like sit for not really sell quickly? Like you got to do all that research because you're going to now be jumping in the game and you're going to be one of many people who are out here trying to buy for the same business and sell these houses, get these same buyers. So the most knowledgeable person in the game, that's going to be the one that's going to be the standout. You want to know your stuff, and knowing your stuff is coming from studying. Knowing your stuff and part of studying is finding the right people to talk to, networking, asking questions. Remember, we're the honor students over here. We ask questions. Smart people ask questions. I know a lot of shit because y'all, I ask questions. That's how you know. I don't know no other way to know. Like I'm going to ask. I got a question. That is me all day long, but that's how I come to learn the things that I know. So I call myself a lifelong learner. I'm done going to any more formal school education type stuff. I'm done, but I'm forever learning. And coming on here and going live and talking to you all, I learn a lot because I come out here, I ask questions, and a lot of times you all have answers. And sometimes you guys have questions and I have answers. And y'all see how this thing, we work together, each one teach one. And as I say, as long as you all show up, I will show up. Because it's just about just learning together, getting to it. So Fifi ain't over there damn lying. I knew Fifi wasn't lying when I was seeing all these lies she was doing. That woman wasn't lying. I knew she wasn't. I just hadn't gotten out here yet. I'm just now getting out here to try to, co-sign what Fifi was saying. But that was a real certificate, a red real. I didn't get a certificate. My sister didn't get a certificate. We got passed in a computer, but that's the process. You got to take the course, do the hours, pass the class. Rose clearly did that. That is not up for question. She clearly did that. She did it. Kudos to you, Rose. Everybody don't do it, can't do it. It's a challenge, but good job. But the next part is you got to go sit for the exam, the state exam, to learn and to show that you're proficient um, for the national laws and the state laws. So once you do that, then it's only up from there. And then, child, when you go do that, you got to pay for that. You got to go pay for the test. And then when they tell you pass, you got to pay a fee just to activate the license to have more active that. Child, they getting you. Y'all, them people, this state of Georgia got so much money out of me. And then in the comparison of the amount of money that I've made in return, child, that man wasn't mathing. And I did it for so many years. But I just didn't want to just let go of my license. So I'll have periods where I'll have them on inactive. Then I'll activate them again. And y'all, please believe when you activate them again, you paying a fee. Every month that it was on inactive status, you're paying a fee. And if you don't want to pay that money, they'll say, fine. The way you can get out of paying that money, you go sit for the test again. I've done that where I had so many fees. This last time when I got my license back activated again, my fees were like in the thousands, like over 1,000 from years of, them adding, I think it's like $25 a month they'd add, and it was on inactive for some years. It was a lot of money. So I was like, okay, well, I can't pay all that money. So I just had to study and just go sit for the exam again. So yeah, y'all, yes, I've taken that exam multiple times because over the years, off and on, I've sat for that exam at least 3 times. I know that exam. I've sat because I'll put my license on inactive and then the fees will accumulate or whatever. And then I'll just opt to just take the test again versus paying the money for, the fees. It's kind of up to you. And like right now, like they're on inactive now. I don't know what they probably got my fees showing at now, but it's a lot. I could probably, I'm tired of taking the test. I'll probably just rather just pay the money. Listen, I'm gonna let a YouTube check pay for it or something. But y'all, I don't desire to be in the industry anymore just because for me, from what I see with it, it doesn't make sense for me. But my kids are older. So remember I said you got to be able to drop at the time, at the dime and just run out. The way my life is set up now, I can more so do it. I got one in college, second year in college. I got a junior and I got a freshman in high school. So y'all, they big. That's how I can be on the internet playing with y'all. Only time, they really got me going is if I got to be an Uber Lyft driver taking them somewhere. And y'all see me in the car sometimes, like on Thursday soccer, with running my daughter around. My son, 16-year-old, is not doing any sports right now. So that's good on me because that's somebody else I don't have to run around. So I try to fit it in. So with parenting, the older your kids get, the more time you kind of can get back to yourself and do some of the things you may want to do. For me, I like YouTube content creation. So I got the second channel. So y'all see me out here. So this is what I do with my time. But if I did want to do the real estate, I could, do that. And I probably wouldn't really find the time like that to be out here with you all. But I like talking. I'm a people person. My sister, that is not her thing. She don't be listen. If she talk to you, she like you. I always wonder, like, how the hell she sell houses the way she do, and she with her personality. Listen, but she knows her business. So her thing is like, if I'm talking to you, it's gonna be with some substance. We talking business. We talking business. We not talking about how your man had cussed you out and took all the money. We're not talking about that. You need to call my sister for that. You see how we're different? We're very different. So just know your strengths. I know mine. I'm a people person. And that's why I'm here on YouTube. But y'all do the things, do what you want to do, explore, but put the work in. Research. Don't focus on the wins that somebody have. Get to know how they got there. Ask questions. See if you can shadow them. Go into their world to see what their work life look, because that'll show you too. You'd be like, oh, hell no, you got to do all that. I don't want to do that. Can I just maybe be your assistant? Like you see it, you really see it, but that's going to start with you getting out of your comfort zone and going to talk to some people and asking questions and kind of seeing things to see if you really about that life, like if you really about it like that. Because you might be like, oh, I didn't know it. All of that went into it. I just saw that you can make good money from it. Just like with content creation. You got people who pulling in a lot of money. Lami said, no pain, no gain, no content creation. What I do as a content creator, hell, my sister, who doesn't talk to me, she probably can't even imagine doing the stuff that I like the way I do, just like we're different. So you go off like your personality. We're just very different. The way she do her job at the highest level when it comes to real estate, it's just like, that's just not me. But then I'm a people person. So the way that I can connect to people and do this, she probably look and be like, well, damn, I mean, that's not me. How you do that? Like, we're different. But she know, okay, if I need to talk some ish about on some I Yana fix my life stuff, I know I can call her. And then I know if I need to talk some stuff out dealing with business, money, real, that I know I can call her. So you got to identify these people in your life who knows what you don't know. It's fine. It's fine for somebody to know more than you. You need to create what's the like a circle. You want to have a bunch of people around that just know stuff that you don't know, because how do you grow if you don't have people that you've identified that know more than you that you can go to? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why I like to come on the internet, and I come out here. You all can come to me. I'm gonna hit y'all with this damn psychology stuff because I know some stuff. I got a lot of years of education, and then I'm 44, so I hit y'all with a lot of life experience stuff too. So it's like a combination of both. As Chosen One says, create a balance. Life is a balance. That's what I talk to you all about. Balance. Mind, body, and soul. That's why I talk to y'all about the mental health. I talk to y'all about physical fitness. Y'all, it all works hand in hand. It all works hand in hand. The mind, the body, and then the soul. When you got this right, and then you got your vessel, you got that right. Your soul right. Bam. Like, you winning. I'm winning. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Each one teach one. And I don't always have the answers. Me and my sister, the one that's on the street, we sometimes fight over who the hell got the answers, and she can't tell me I ain't right. I can't tell her she ain't right. So y'all can just only imagine how that conversation goes. But we both perform things at very high levels. So sometimes you will run into that conflict when you're dealing with someone who's a higher performer and who know they stuff. So they real stand 10 toes down in what they know. And then I'm standing 10 toes down in what I know. So y'all can only imagine how maybe certain conversations can be intense. But what I've learned with her is what type of conversations I want to have with her, because I know, okay, how it can get intense. So I got to pick and choose now, when I'm trying to have a conversation with her, because I know who I'm dealing with. So you got to read the room. You got to know who you're dealing with. That's all too a part of conflict management. You don't want conflict. So sometimes you got to know, okay, I got this issue going on, but that ain't the person that's probably I need to go talk to, because we're going to probably be damn fighting, cussing each other out by the end of the conversation. So let me call the other person. I'll call them on some other type stuff. You got to identify who to talk to for certain situations. Like I said, I got two sisters. They're twins. She has a twin. So they give two different energies. So I ain't going to both of them for anything. It depends on what it is. Because, I'm factoring in the personalities and the energy. And I don't want to be on a conversation with one and then it go left, So I got to listen. I go deep in thought, like, okay, who I'm finna call? Okay, I'm going to call this one, because this one right here, we going to goddamn, I'm cut somebody. I can't call her. I'm leave her alone. So that's the life of me and having sisters. That's that female energy. Read the room. So I guess I got my first experience with women and energy and feminine energy, from having sisters and a mom. So you just kind of learn, how to navigate through that. And I've just applied that in life. As I meet people, I pay attention to the energies, the personalities, and I try to navigate accordingly. You can't interact with everybody the same way. That's why I say you got to meet people where they are. You can't. And some of y'all probably have experienced that. You can't talk to everybody the same way. Because you'll say something to one person, they'll receive it, and you say that same thing to probably their sister, and you can cut smooth the hell out. You like, well, what? Y'all better read the room to spare your feelings, because everybody's not the same. And I like to look at myself as an effective communicator, and it starts from me paying attention to the personalities of the people who I'm talking to. So I know, okay, well, this person is this, so let me approach it from this way. That's how I connect with people, and I get a lot of information, because people be wondering, like, Sheik, how you be knowing everybody busy? How you just be knowing? But y'all, it comes from my approach. Everybody's just different. And I like to say I meet people where they are. So I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to peep game. I'm going to watch you for a minute. And then I'm gonna come at you with my questions and get the information. I'm not just every equal opportunity. I treat everybody with respect, but how I'm coming at you, it's going to be very different because people come from different walks of life and come from different backgrounds, work different type of jobs. And I understand that. And I never want anybody to feel uncomfortable. So that's why, child, I never get anybody like I ask questions and they get offended. Like they'll laugh and they'll be like, damn, I feel like I should be offended, but I'm not because they can't be offended because they're taking into account who I am and they know I mean well. And I'm just very direct, straight shooter. So they know that. So they just laugh and answer the question. Anybody else would have got cut smooth the hell out. But because it's me, it's just like, but it's chic. And they just go ahead and give me all the tea. Child, I know everybody business. I know everybody business. But I just make everybody feel comfortable. It's just, I just make everybody feel comfortable. So I just, I know all the families, the people at work, anybody on the internet. I'm just that person that everybody can talk to and people can trust because I'm also, you told me some things, but I'm not going around telling the things either. So it's like, I'm just a person with just a lot of information. So I'm just sitting with a lot of information in my head and I'm just hearing a lot of stuff. I guess I'm everybody diary. But that's what it's about because everybody needs somebody to talk to. And I like to make people feel comfortable. And I hope you all feel comfortable when you come over here and when you talk to me. So Fifi, no matter what they were saying, you got I didn't co-sign Fifi. You're not lying. That was a valid receipt. She got to go complete the process. She hasn't completed the mission. she hasn't completed the mission. That's it. She just haven't completed the mission. She can complete it. She just ain't completed it yet. PM said Roche money for YouTube went from $53,000 a month to estimate $11,000 a month. Oh, MG. PM, you've been watching them numbers for a minute, so I trust when you talking about these numbers. Because since I came on the scene, you've been telling me about them numbers over there and how they been on the great decline. So if her money looking like that, and then, I done ran down y'all what real estate can be just starting out. You can easily be out $1,000 a month, with the things that I ran down to y'all. So then she got to get clothes. Y'all know she don't like to put no clothes on. So she going to have to go shopping. She going to have to put on something other than flip-flops and Adidas. Like she going to have to make sure they head together. Them Amazon wigs ain't going to cut it. Them Amazon wigs, I'm just going to let y'all know the Amazon and the Temu wigs aren't going to cut it. I seen her with a little cute little braid situation. I like the braids, that'll, she, make sure that, they're neatly styled, but, the braids is a good look for her. I think she looks nice with the braids, but real estate is it's a customer service led business. So you got to make sure that you're presenting yourself, you're packaging yourself well because you're selling yourself. So not only are you using your mouthpiece to sell your whole body, you're a presentation, you're walking marketing. And you need a damn car because these people may need to get in your car to go check out something. Like you might need to get them. I don't understand how the real estate work without a car. I don't know. I'm still stuck on that one, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute on that one because I've never met a realtor who didn't have a car. So that's a new one for me. So y'all gonna have to give me some time to marinate on that one. Southern Bell said, I've always aligned myself with people that can show me a better path. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You do not have to be the smartest person in the room. And if you find yourself regularly the smartest person in the room, you need to switch rooms. You need to invite other people to your room. Pearl says, LME, why did you leave that comment on Rose Mama community wall? What comment? Chosen One says, the key to winning negotiations is to start at a high point so that in the event that I don't get what I want, I leave with what I need. Yeah, I do that in my line of business now. Yeah, you start a little high, leave yourself a little cushion because you're going to have to cut and come down. Me said, because it's stating the obvious. Me says, fair questions. What happened to Rose? She's virile, unlearned, and quite disgusting. Yeah. I don't know. She got a lot going on. Pearl says, I laughed so hard when I saw that. She got a lot going on. with with prayer, anything's possible, child. Peggy says, good evening, Sheik. Been busy with family, but I do have a question. How do you obtain a certificate online? Easy to obtain. So real estate, you can take your real estate classes online, or you can take them in person in class. I and my sister, we went in class, but you can do it online. uh, the only people that I've known all the people I will say who I've known that took it online, they didn't finish. They just never finished. But people who I know finished, they went in class. So from the beginning to end, I don't know what that online experience is like, because the people who I know, they went in the classroom, because when you're in the class, you got somebody there, they can answer your questions. Some people seem to feel more focused, when they're in the classroom. For me, when I think back to real estate, I can't imagine learning all that I learned online. It was a lot over 3 months. So I was right out of high school. I was like, hey, I'll go to real estate school. My mom had just bought a house, and I got to talking with the real estate agent that sold her house. And that's how I got, the idea with going to real estate school, and mentioned it to my sister, and we went together, and she basically made a career out of it, and I didn't. But I can't imagine doing it online, but you can do it online. Is it easy or not? I'm not going to say it's easy, because you're learning independently. So here's the thing. Real estate, I went in classroom, but like when I with degree programs and stuff like that, I did that online. I was older, and I just didn't want to, be in the classroom, and I had my kids and things like that. But you got some people who are like, I'm not disciplined enough to do something online. I got to be in the classroom. I need somebody there. And then you got some people who are like, way my life is set up, I can't go into anyone's classroom. I have to do it online. So both of them have their pros and cons. So I'm not going to even say one is easier than the other. It just depends on what kind of learner you are. But either way, schools, when it comes time to testing and finals and all that kind of stuff, schools have a way of testing you. So even though she may have say if she did classes online, she could have very well had to go physically someplace to do her testing, where it was where it was monitored. So a lot of times, with tests, well, she hasn't done a state test yet. She was doing a classroom test, but like with state tests, you have to go to like this third party place where people for different types of come, you just go there and do your testing. So somebody's just watching you. So you got all kinds of businesses that say, go to this one building and you just take whatever test you're there for, whether you there for nursing, you taking your nursing test, you take an insurance test, you taking real estate. You see what I'm saying? It's just one place there where you go to take a test at. So it's it's possible that even though she did I don't know if she did classes online or not, but she could have done her classes online, but went physically in person on a day to go take her final exam. That's possible too. I don't know, but both ways have pros and cons. So I'm not going to say one is easier than the other. Fifi, Aqua said Fifi never lied. She sure didn't. Pearl says please, not the clothes part. Y'all know she got to get them clothes again. Because them yoga shorts and them yoga pants, I ain't never seen no real estate agent wearing anything like that. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. They're nicely dressed, They either wearing a little suit, like they're just nicely dressed. Like my sister doesn't wear, like she's just nicely dressed. She just got nice clothes. That shit from Zara and stuff. Like she be spending money on clothes. She spend the money that I don't be spending on clothes. But like I said, you're a walking brand. You're the face, y'all. I don't know if she dropped her Instagram, but like she, my sister's like her whole presentation is just always on point. And that's what it's about, because people will judge you. Like when you're in sales, they're looking at you. Like think about anybody who sold you something, whether it was a house, a car. Like you're paying attention to what they look like. The attorneys you've dealt with, like you're looking at that, like you're low key kind of judging it. Like really, you're assessing it. Like, oh my God, wow, she looks really nice. Her hair is nice. Oh my God, that's some nice shoes she got on. That's a nice, oh, that's a bad suit she got on. Like, you're looking at these things. This is strategic. It's strategic. You're showing up looking like money. You're looking like success. And that doesn't look like Rose Miller. Now, Rose, I feel like, is cute enough to be able to clean up, but I think she's going to need help. She would need somebody to come in and help her out with that, to dress her. But as far as like the body, the face, like the canvas, she has the canvas. It's just somebody got to kind of come in to kind of help get it together and bring it in or whatever. So listen, yeah, with real estate, y'all, you just can't just jump off the porch and be like, I'm about to sell some house. Like, it don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It's not that easy, because if it was that easy, everybody be doing it, or everybody would be successful at it. And most people in large numbers aren't super successful in real estate on that type of level. I think last I knew, like, a decent person, like on average, somebody might be closing few houses a year, versus like, say, my sister, like, she's doing numbers like that, like monthly, like 3, 6 close. Like, she's had periods like that where they was just closings turn around super fast. I ain't never been like that, but that's when you on your game. Don't talk about it, be about it. You gotta be on your game. And there's nothing about her that shows me that she's on her game on that level. Now, can she get there? Sure, she can, but it's going to take work. Just like with anybody, you can do whatever you want to. It just takes work. So hopefully she will end up seeing this live, and she watch all the other lives, because I feel like I'm dropping some stuff that she ain't never heard before, and she never even gave thought to. But she ain't going to be able to challenge me to say I'm making it up. It doesn't make sense, because anybody who knows about real estate know that I'm telling the truth. And I wasn't even out there killing it in the industry like that. Y'all looking at somebody who just had their license in it. I knew a little something, but I was never fully engaged practicing like that because of my lifestyle. But a lot of what I've come to know, my sister, who has always been doing it, and she's very successful with it. So I've learned a lot of the things just from her, because I had someone closely to me to watch and to tell me, like, I've seen her life. I've seen her wins. Like, she talks about the market like this has been her life for 15 plus years. She has her broker's license. She's on the board for a brokerage company. Well, it ain't mine no more because my license is inactive, but I was with that company. I only went with it because she's there. She's on the board. She's a part of having, important discussions pertaining to just the office, the industry, and all of that, because she's like a top 10% or a performer, which means that, she's in top 10, probably smaller nut percentage than that, for performing. But she put that work in. And anybody can do anything. You do anything you want to do. You just got to be willing to put the work in. Whether it's you're working out on your body, content creation, selling houses, being a good wife, a good mom, everything requires work. Thank you, Virtuous. She says, join Sheik's backup channel for more content. You all, yes, please follow me over on Sheik Speaks on it. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, I talked to y'all about, what's her name? Allie Carter. Remember I said she was a survivor of sex traffic, and I was kind of sharing with you all like her background, and she kind of have been in rooms with people in the industry, and she started. She was in the DFAC system since she was 3 months old, and the caretakers, the woman who had her, her foster mom was abusing her. And the other foster kids, and letting, men that she would come in the home, mess with her and the other kids and things like that. So I did finally, get into all of that on my backup channel today. I did a live earlier. Make sure you go over there and follow me on my backup channel. But yes, I introduced those who have come, came by to Allie Carter. She dropped a video and she named names of people who she's seen at Diddy parties, because she was there as a party favor. A party favor is when they'll have kids kind of on the table, and the adult men can come up, probably not even men, probably men and women, whoever, the adults can come up and choose one. So she said, how a party favors for parties, at the end before the party's over, your kids grab a little goodie bag that'll have some candy, toys, bubbles in it. Well, at the Diddy party, the children were the party favors. So the children would be on like, a table or whatever, and the adult person can come up there and grab one of the kids as their party favor and go do what they will with them. And when they're done, I think the kids still stayed at the party, so they'll take them off to wherever, at the house or wherever that party is, do whatever it is that they do, and then they'll bring the child back, put them on the table, and then somebody else can come if they so choose to take that child, that party favor, and go do what they do. She said she was a party favor many of times. Y'all want to know more about that? Going over to this backup channel, my backup channel, She Speaks on it. Make sure you follow me over there. But I shared a 30-minute video where she talked about that, along with celebrities. She dropped names. She drops names of celebrities. So you guys, if you want to know the names of who she said was at these parties, she even said that she knows of one of them having a birthmark on their left thigh. Why would this child, she was a child under 18, how would she know about a man having a birthmark on his thigh, his left thigh? Go over there. She Speaks on it. Check out that video. I did it today. I went live earlier today. And yeah, I talked about that amongst some other things. So check me out over there. It was a lot, but listen, it's a doggy dog world out there. Lami says she sure did. Yep. Who was over there? Ariane was over there with me. Ariane was over there with me on that live. I remember her being over there with me. But y'all, check out that live today. I saw that Ali, because every now and then Ali, almost daily, Ali will go online and she'll drop videos. So she doesn't have a YouTube. She has an Instagram. And her and her mom are always on the go because they're running, because they're telling they're running because they're telling the business. So I think we got a virtuous, I think we got a troll, or somebody that's just real, son. Can you block whoever they are? I don't know who they talking to. But her and her mom are always on the go because they drop these receipts and things, and you know, people don't be here for that. So they're always going, and they don't like to disclose her location. So she'll go live on Instagram, and people will screen record like her videos, which she wants them to do, so the message can circulate. She doesn't want any money. She just wants to get the information out there. So today I showed, I think it was probably her, as of at the time I did the live, I think that was her most recent video she dropped, but she's always dropping videos. So that was just the first one that I dropped. So I'm sure I'll be sharing more of them over there, but I came across that one today, and I'm like, let me go ahead and, you know, share this with the people on my channel, so you all hear what she has to say, because she's been saying these things for a long time about how the industry is just disgusting. They on some other stuff, these adult men, women, like, it ain't just men, y'all. It ain't just men. She didn't drop names. She didn't say Oprah and Whoopi's name. Like, she didn't drop women's name too. She just said it's not just Hollywood. It's just regular people too. You got doctors, lawyers, any walk of life, any industry you can think of. These people play in the arena of pedophilia. And she gets real detailed. So go over there and check out that video and see, go over there, check out that video and see, you know, hear what she has to say, because it was just a lot, quite disturbing, but I definitely think that you should hear it because it just brings awareness, and it has, I believe that hearing her stories, it has me to just be more conscious and more aware of just the things that are taking place in this world. And you all, people aren't making this stuff up. There's too many people who are sharing similar stories. They're not making this up. When Cassie came out a year ago, people want to say she lying, including Diddy, but then 24 hours later, you pay out millions. Oh, okay, that's a lot for some lies. But from what I've heard, the reason why he paid out is because she had a receipt on some of the stuff she was saying. For example, that video that ended up coming out with him beating her in outside the elevator in the hotel. That's why he paid up, from what I've heard. So when people talk about their stories, don't dismiss it and just assume or think they lying, clout chasing. Explore it. Explore it until you've gotten so far to where you're like, okay, I've researched it enough to where I have concluded this is a lie because I did this research and this came out. Don't just say it's a lie just because it sounds crazy and you don't know this person. Don't do that, because Ali been talking for years and people thought what she was saying sounded crazy, and it did, but it sounded crazy because people had never heard of it before. But now fast forward to 2024, because I started hearing her speaking probably like 21. Now it's not so crazy because what she's saying is like the same thing Jaguar Wright was saying, Cassie was saying, some of the other victims, alleged victims of Diddy have said. So if more than 3 people are saying it, y'all, it got to be some truth there. It got to be some truth there. So check it out. You got to make sure you take care of yourselves and take care of one another. Let me get into some more of these comments. I had to get rid of a troll in here. I don't know who they was at. Where is my mod? I guess my mods didn't see him in here. So I went ahead and took care of it. Ridgeway says, wow, I need to see that video. Yes, check out the video. Trigger warning, I didn't do any warnings over there, but just be ready. It just, I felt like her message need to be shared. I mean, there's a lot of people on the internet that's sharing her message and her content these days, but I was like, let me just go ahead and share it as well, since, I got people who come to my channel. So let me just go ahead and join the calls and, spread the message. But check it out. Also, I'll just drop this. I ain't gonna go into details. Y'all check it out. But allegedly, she's Tupac's daughter. So go over there, get into that. I'll talk about that. So allegedly, Ali Carter is Tupac Shakur's, the late Tupac Shakur's daughter, blood daughter. Check it out. Pearl says, baby, that man got a tattoo over that birthmark by now. They probably so, because I don't know if she has said it before, but you think today they did a walk-in, he went and walked in and got a tattoo instantly? Because I've heard her speak before, but I haven't heard like even probably half of all that she's ever said. I've just heard a fraction. And I never heard her say that. So if today was the first day of her saying that, then yeah, he did a walk-in. He didn't even do no appointment. He like, y'all take walk-ins. Y'all take walk-ins. He had to go ahead and handle that. He had to definitely go ahead and handle that. So I'm with you on that, Pearl. He had to go and handle that. Lami said, I'm sure it was tacky. Sue says, a lot of celebrities are going down. None of the names yet to come will be a shock to me. Yeah, at this point, I'm not shocked. Disappointed, but the shock has worn off. I think the shock stopped wearing off for me maybe about a year ago, maybe 2, since the Epstein thing. You just, to me, the way I look at it is like, if you're a part of the industry, you're in that world. Like, I don't see how you can be in the industry and not be a part of that world. I don't see how it works. From what I've come to learn, it's like you're signing up. Like what I've learned, I heard someone say, and I don't know if it was Ali said it or if it was someone else said it recently, because I be all over the place on the internet listening to things. And they said, if you see anyone in the industry that's successful and that's not having bad things said about them, and everything they're doing is just on the up and up, as far as with the way it's been put out there, then that lets you know that they're tapped into the industry and all the shenanigans that go on it. They said, when you start hearing negative things, I know who I heard say it. When you start hearing negative things about somebody, like how now Diddy is, how, it's like the powers that be, they're not interested in trying to like protect him and all that anymore. That lets you know that they've disappointed someone by not adhering to the things that they wanted them to do, by telling them no. They just basically didn't follow through with the assignment. Those are the people who are ousted, where you see their name in the media. And it's just bad, like Diddy right now. When you guys see what all that's going on with Diddy, that ought to tell you that he pissed somebody off. He made somebody mad and they said, you know what? I'm not going to even protect you anymore. I'm done. You're on your own. Diddy is out here pissing in the wind all on his own. He does not have the backing of the industry. You don't even see celebrities really coming up speaking his name. Like nobody's speaking up for him. Everybody's crickets. He's like on an island by himself, which is why his mom came out like couple of weeks ago basically talking about like, yo, like where y'all at? Like, why is it quiet? Because all these people who were showing up to these Diddy parties, they're nowhere to be seen because they're just hoping and praying that their name don't come up in investigation. So they're just trying to be seen and not heard. You know how that is. You know, you just kind of go under the radar. That's what's going on. So Diddy has pissed people off. And there are some people that feel like it started when he sued that liquor company. Ciroc, when he sued them, they got pissed off. And it went, downhill for him from there. They're like, oh, okay, you must forgot we know your secrets. You forgot we know your business. Oh, okay, well, let us remind you real quick. So Southern Belle says to be a good agent, you first have to sell your appearance and personality to your clients, and whether they want your representation is up to them. Could be a waste of gas and time. Exactly. All of that. Definitely gas because you drive in. Listen, child. It's a lot to it. You definitely want to do your proper vetting before you get in that car and start running up your gas. It's a lot to it, y'all. It's a lot to it. It's why I'm sitting on here as a content creator with y'all on the internet versus on the side of sis trying to sell some houses because, baby, the stuff that goes into it, it is far easier doing what I'm doing right here. And this ain't even easy work. Everybody can't do this, but it's easier than what she does. I will say that it's easier than being a real estate agent. Pearl says, I love me. It was terrible. You have to see it to believe it. I think Just Beth has it. Pearl says it sues, but money talks. There's silencing people, though. Diddy didn't have the wisdom and should have settled with Cassie before she went public. But boy, am I glad he didn't. It was his arrogance. He was so used to getting away with doing the things that he was doing. He found himself to be untouchable, like he was God. Until it was made clear that he isn't on September 16th when he got the handcuffs put on him. That was the day it became real to him. And even then, I don't even think he really fully absorbed it because he was trying to throw his money around, 50 million, throw out crazy amounts of money to get off to be on house arrest. And the people still said no. He's still working, trying to get out for his birthday. His birthday, I think, is November 4th. He's trying to be out for his birthday. So he's struggling with all of this. He's definitely struggling with it because he's not used to ever having to deal with consequences. He's used to his money being able to buy him out of things. But in this situation, it's not working out that way. My. It's not working out that way. Praise God. Ariane says, she said, Denzel, Diddy, Birdman, Young Jock. She said other names on other videos. Check out the video. She talks about it. She paints a picture of what the experience is like. I saw a video where and I don't think I showed it on my channel earlier. I think I was watching another content creator's channel and she talked about the underground roads. And when she was talking about it years ago, people thought she was crazy until with the Diddy thing and when his house got raided and it came out about him having underground tunnels and things like that. But there was a video and she talked about how the underground tunnels is very much so real. And the tunnels go miles and miles to where you can't just think you're going to go down there by yourself and just walk around because you'll get lost. You have to be guided in the tunnels. Because she was like, they go for miles. And if you think you're going to walk a certain way and you feel like you lost and you want to backtrack your steps, that's not even going to work. Because I guess because it's a tunnel, it's not like when you're outside, you have landmarks where you can be like, oh, okay, I remember it was a park over here, the grocery store over here, the McDonald's over here. It's not like that down there. So you may be like in a tunnel and it's just nothing. So how the hell y'all think about like with a maze. Y'all ever see like from like the bird's eye view, you look down and you see a big maze, and people got to walk through it and stuff like kind of like that I'm picturing. But she was like, you can't just be down there walking by yourself. You got to be guided. But it's a whole cities, a whole world down there. So Allie talks a lot about just the craziness that takes place in the industry. And I believe her. She ain't making up these lies. And now other people are starting to kind of echo these things. So now you really know, like, she just was the first one saying it. Now you got other people coming out co-signing. I seen a clip where Elon Musk was talking about his vision is to be a part of that project where there's underground for so people say with Teslas, the vision is, I think this was on the same video. I don't know who, y'all be all over the place. I got to think what content creator I was listening to that was talking about this. But he was saying the vision is like, say people with a Tesla, you know how like LA got a lot of traffic. So the vision would be is to the ground at certain areas will open and your car can lower down there. And then you have a separate roadway to navigate through that same traffic. So you're underneath maybe that highway that got all the traffic, you're underneath it and just zooming through, because those Teslas go 120 plus miles an hour and you're just zooming through safely with getting to your destination. That's what his vision is for across the US, for that to be a thing. But from what I've been hearing, and I think this particular video is that this is actually a thing already for like the rich. That's why they say you don't see the rich stuck in no traffic or nothing, where these underground cities and things like that, they do exist. That's why you don't see the rich. You don't look to your left or your right and see them sitting in traffic on 285 or wherever you don't see them sitting in traffic with you, because they got a different path that they are taking to get to their destination, which is underground. And Ali started talking about the underground cities and things years ago, and people was like, what? But now, like I heard Elon, he was doing I think the interview was with Gail King. I think he was talking to her. And I don't know what year, when this was, but I had never seen the interview, but he was just telling Gail like what the vision was. So y'all know whenever they talk about something as being a vision for the future, y'all know that mean that it's already a thing now, right? Anytime you hear about the powers that be, anybody, people on the TV, whatever, talking about the vision of something, the future of something, flying cars, remember driving without a person driving it, that means it's already possible. You just haven't seen it. There's a lot of things that like we just now starting to see that was already a thing years ago, but we didn't know. They just choose to have us get on board like way later. But the powers that be, the elite, they already have access to these things. We're just late. We just, learn about these things way later. Chosen One says, oh my blessed year, I wish that people would really research the origins of Halloween, especially in this day and time when evil is prevalent. Y'all, it's October, and I'm October baby. My birthday's October 25th. It said that Scorpios, that's my zodiac sign, are very intuitive people. I believe I am an intuitive person, which is why I can read people very well. I'm a people person. A lot of the things you guys hear me say and talk, it comes to me easily because I read people very well. But from what I've come to learn about my zodiac sign, being a Scorpio, I'm a naturally intuitive person. On the internet, a lot of the people who are into like tarot reading, things like that, witch stuff, like a lot of them have my zodiac sign. And even I've come across a couple that even share the same birthday as me. So witchery, all that stuff is real. It's just whether or not I believe in it. I don't partake in it, but I believe in it. But it is real. I've heard that sacrificing, it takes place on like the biggest day for sacrifice is Halloween. So that would be today. And even Ali Carter talked about like right now, there's a lot of sacrificing going on right now. It's October and then today is Halloween. With that being said, with today being Halloween, take notice of in the coming days, who we may come to learn in the world of celebrity that's no longer with us. Because if you pay attention to, a lot of times following Halloween, we'll learn about some celebrity person that where something happened to them and they're not with us anymore. Y'all ever notice that? That right after Halloween, usually it'll be some big name person that will hear that something happened, they're not with us. It'd be like not long at all following Halloween. So be careful. My kids are big. We don't do the Halloween stuff. We haven't done that in years. But for those of you who are into that thing, listen, chosen. When you know, you know. Be careful. It's real. Sacrificing is real. Especially in the Hollywood scene, it's real, because that's how you get to places. You got, listen, they like, what you willing to sacrifice? You ain't, what they say, you ain't nothing for free. Ain't nothing for free. Ain't nothing for free. Whenever I see somebody in Hollywood and I see that they moving up the ranks pretty quickly, I start thinking about, damn, what they done. And y'all know who I think about, or who I thought about when I seen them having some wins? Haley, what's her name? Haley Bailey. Y'all know the Bailey sisters. So you got Chloe and Haley. When Haley was Haley Bailey, when she got the Little Mermaid, that's Disney. She got that Color Purple. Those both came out in the same year. Then she did this singing special with Disney that had aired. I think all that was the same year. I'm like, Lord, what has she done? I couldn't help but to just get to wondering, y'all, what types of things have Haley done? Because she was having way more wins than her sister. Way more wins. And remember, Chloe was the one out there. And child, she couldn't get people to buy her music to save her life. Poor thing still can't seem to catch a break. I think she's super talented, but she ain't respected. And you got to ask yourself why. What has she done? How is she moving to where powers that be don't even respect her? They don't even respect her craft. Chloe Bailey is not a respectable artist in the industry. You can tell by how her music is put out there. They don't even back her. She got to drop her own music on YouTube and hope that people see it that way. Her last album, whatever project she did all that ish herself. The label, Beyonce, they're not putting into her. They're not putting into her. Why? What have they promised her? What have they done to her that they say, hey, you do this, I'm going to do that? How many fake promises do you think this young lady have gotten? Y'all seen how over-sexualized she was when she first broke away from her sister. Because when they were together as a duo, she didn't move the way that she did when she was a solo dolo artist. Y'all know they moved. Her and Haley, Chloe and Haley were like good girls. They had the long locks. They were just like your good girls, like just wholesome girls. They're from right here in Georgia, not that far from where I'm from. They're from probably about an hour away from where I live. They live in Metro Atlanta. I live in Metro Atlanta. They just live on the east side and I'm on the north. But when they broke away, I feel like Chloe was sold on this dream of sex. Do this, do that. What do y'all think she might have done behind the scenes? If we seen what she was given in the forefront, because to me in the beginning, it was just too much. I couldn't really rock with her because I felt like she was just being pushed in our face. It was just too much. And the sale of sex to me was like going above us even being able to experience her talent, because she was just pushed in our faces like that. But you wasn't seeing that happen with the sister, Hallie. She was running around with DDG, but she was still being viewed as kind of like wholesome, getting the Disney branded, like the offers that Chloe wasn't getting. Chloe was getting that damn Sexy Red type opportunities. She was getting like lotto type, like it was on a different type of tip than with her sister. But I couldn't help but to wonder the sister that was getting, because y'all know if y'all Disney, when I seen the deals and the things that her sister was doing with Disney, Y'all, that casting couch is real. I don't know how many of y'all think that's some made up stuff, but that stuff is real. I could not help but to wonder what type of things this young lady has had to do to get those wins. I couldn't help but to wonder. And then you got Chloe, who we seen in comparison to her sister, her career ain't looking nothing like Hallie's. Like when you look at the quality of works that they've done, they on different levels. They not the same. Chloe's stuff is on some Hood Chronicles type stuff, whereas Hallie's stuff is on some class act type stuff. They're very different. They're very, it's almost like Hallie is like, she dressed up. There was a picture. Y'all seen that out there about with Hallie and Halle Berry, the Berries. So you got Halle Bailey, and then you got Halle Berry, and Halle Bailey dressed up as Halle Berry in this swimsuit from, I think, one of the movies that she did back in the day. And but to me, Halle Bailey's career is moving more so in line with how Halle Berry's career moved. And then Chloe's career is on some damn Lisa Ray type stuff. She on some Lisa Ray type stuff. Y'all see, it's very different. It's very different. But for Chloe, for Halle to get the quality of works that she got, what do you all think went into that? What do you all think that went into that? They've never painted this young lady in a bad light. The worst light she got is just the connections, because a lot of people wasn't here for her being with DDG. But outside of that, just her and herself, people weren't like, there was nothing bad or anything that you were hearing the people say about her. She just moved very different. Listen, Vaughn said, look, Chloe does Tubi. Halle doing Disney, and Chloe doing Tubi. Y'all see what I'm saying? Are y'all picking up what I'm dropping? This is the stuff I'm talking about. So you got to go deep in thought as to what is one sister doing that's having her get the quality of movies, the quality of projects that she's getting. Because what I've come to hear is that the industry ain't got nothing to do with talent. It has nothing to do with talent. It's about, are you willing to play the game? What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go? And whenever I see people who are at the height of their careers and suddenly y'all will see them homeless and all looking all strung out, the first thing that comes to my mind is, the question that comes to my mind is, who did they tell no? Who did they tell no? Because when you use your common sense, discernment, remember, we're the honor students. How do you have someone at the height of their career and then suddenly overnight it's all gone and they're homeless and they strung out? You got to go deep and ask yourself, what happened? Why were they up here? And I'm going to throw out a name for y'all who I first started asking that about. Y'all remember the singer Jaheim? That man was at the top of his career. Y'all throw out a song that he came out with that you can say did not perform well to justify why he fell off. That man, everything he did was at the top. How do we get to being homeless on the street with a cul-de-sac and you ain't got nothing going, you ain't got no hair in the middle, and you got some braids on the side? How do we get here? Because when he was at the top, he had all this covered. We had a full cornrow set. Now he on the streets, all this in the middle gone. It's gone. It's gone. What happened? This man did not have a project that failed. Everything he touched, any collaboration he did, it was just top level. But then then he's at the top. Then we don't hear about him for years. Then when we hear about him, we're seeing clips of him on the street looking homeless, trying to sing for some change. How, Sway? How, Virtuous? How, Sway? How? How do we get here? How do we go from here to here like that? Ask yourself. So my question is, who the F did he tell no? As we're learning about this industry, these men like men. They like the women too, but they don't like them like the men. The men are the favorites. Them the favorite party favorites. Them are the favorites. The men and the children. They like them a man. They like them a man. Y'all know what Jaheim was looking like when he was at the height of his career. He was a fine looking man. That was a fine specimen from head to toe. I ain't never heard a woman say that they did not find that man attractive. At that time, I wasn't ooh and ah over him like that. I was really young when he was like, a real big hit. But I know the average woman was oohing and awing over him. They thought he had a nice body, nice smile. He was tall. He looked like he's tall. He had, the thick, the nice, the hair, the natural, the braids. Same thing happened to who was that? The other one, D'Angelo. Same thing happened with him. Remember, he did the video that just broke the internet. Wasn't really even a thing then. It just broke the cable when he had his shirt off. He did the whole video with, damn it, I think it looked like he probably was naked, but they only just showed his waist up. But suddenly these people, and so remember, we're learning that these men, these elite, they like men. So you're wondering, what man did they tell no to? Who came up on them and they said, no, I'm good. I don't roll like that. Oh, you don't roll like that? No, I don't roll like that. Oh, okay, I got you. Next thing you know, turned the water off instantly, overnight. Y'all better be asking questions. These are the type of questions I ask myself, or if I'm in conversation with anybody, because I'm paying attention. You got to read the room. So now, as we're hearing these people now who are bold enough and who have the courage to speak, you all start reflecting back on the past, on people who once was something, and then now it's like it's all gone. Y'all remember the beautiful actress Maya Campbell that was on the show with LL Cool J? She was seen, I remember, I'm in Atlanta, so I live in a place where a lot of celebrities live. She was seen few years back, all strung out at the gas station, willing to do some strange things for some change. Y'all, that was one of the most beautiful women on TV. Dark skin at that. She wasn't even light skinned. She was dark skinned. He was darker than me, dark skinned. Her mother was a whole book author. Her mother is a novelist. She writes books. How, Sway? How this woman who was on the hit TV show with LL Cool J, y'all think she was getting propositioned? Think about it. Look how beautiful she was. Y'all think people was coming at her trying to see something? Y'all think she got to a point where she was like, no? Y'all think she had any times where people was just taking it anyway? Really think about that, because people who be on substances and who are addicted to stuff, it is rooted in something. They don't just wake up and say, I want to be strung out and I want to drink my life away and pop these pills and consume these drugs. People ain't waking up doing that. People are not waking up doing that. There is shit that's popping off in their lives that has them doing that because they're self-medicating to numb themselves so they don't have to feel all that pain. It hurts. People who are addicted to substances, they take it because it numbs them, because they say they don't want to feel. When you put all that in your body, you're not feeling. So soon as it starts to wear off and they start feeling, it's like, I gotta re-up. I gotta re-up because I'm starting to feel again. I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel. I don't want to remember a damn thing. I don't want nothing. I just want to zone out. I just want to lay here. I just gonna lay here in this alley with this needle in my arm, praying that I can close my eyes and don't wake up. A lot of them don't want to be here. They want to be taken away because they're in so much pain. Then you got people who they may be bold enough to tell their story. And guess what? People want to call them a liar. They don't want to believe them. How many of you have endured some things and somebody done called you a liar? Or you didn't endure some things and you know they're going to call you a liar. So you ain't even bothered to even say it or share it with them because you know what type of time they're going to be on. Think about that. These celebrities are real life people too. Pearl said, listen, Claudia Jordan never said no. I can believe that. They say the ones who still in the industry, they don't say no. If they're still around, they're not saying no. I ask if they said no only when I see they're not around. If they're around, that's a yes. And it's sad. It's sad because all these people I'm naming, we didn't slow. You know how sometimes some celebrities, you slowly see their careers declining because of you just see the change in the quality of music. These names that I just dropped, we didn't see no change in the quality of their works. They just was here today and gone tomorrow. We didn't see no slow transition. It was literally overnight. When you see stuff pop off that's literally overnight, y'all better ask questions. What's going on? Why is this person no longer here? Why? What happened? Because there is a story. There is a story. Do you care to hear their story? Do you care to hear their story? Because all of these people, I guarantee you, have a story. And guess what? The ones who somehow try to make a comeback and they manage to get a little job or a project, guess what? They finally had to tell somebody yes. You see how that worked? They got to experience what life was like when they said no. It was hard. So then they left, and it's like, oh my God, I lost everything. I can't eat. I don't have a roof over my head. I can't take care of my family. Then they start saying, well, everybody else doing it. I mean, I guess I can do it. Maybe if I drink this or consume this before I do it, maybe that'll help. Maybe, maybe I'll numb. I won't feel nothing. So let me just, okay. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Now, what you say, what I got to do now? Okay. What time I need to be there? All right. Damn. All right. So they at home or in the hotel by themselves, consuming all kinds of shit because they know what they about to go and do, because they're now at rock bottom to where they like, I got to eat. I can't live. I can't keep saying no. I don't have anything. I got to eat. Okay. I understand. I understand what you've been trying to teach. I understand when you told me that I was going to regret it. I understand. I see. I'm feeling it. I understand. Okay. I'm going to do it. Okay. You got me. I'm going to do it. And now the soul's gone. And you see these celebrities and they look soulless. And when you look in their eyes, they don't have the light in their eyes that they once did, because they've compromised their morals. Because to them, some of them did say no at one point and experience what it felt like when you say no, and it didn't feel good. It felt uncomfortable. So now they're back. They're like, okay, I'm back. They're knocking on the door, and the person answers the door. Oh, so you ready to play now? You ready now? Yeah, I'm ready. And then they never look the same. They don't look the same. That's the industry. And I challenge anyone to show me anybody in the industry to where that wasn't their story, where they felt like they couldn't tell somebody no, or they experienced saying no, and they felt the repercussion of it. Because the repercussion is going to be your reputation. The repercussion is your reputation. And then when your reputation take a hit, your money take a hit. And we need money to live, right? And then here's the thing for a celebrity versus a regular person. We as regular people know what it's like to just get up and just go to a job. And we don't have nobody sitting to our right or left saying, hey, what you want, Family Matters? What you want, 90210? What you on a Cosby Show? We don't have that. These people don't know us from a can of paint. We just moved here from, California, Texas. They don't know us. But when you're a celebrity, imagine being on a hit show as an actor, making money, your name, a household name, and then now you got to try to get you a job and work a job to live. And you now going to try to take that job at the call center, and you sitting on the side of somebody, and somebody like, what you on? What's happening? What you on, Family Matters? Is your name what you Eddie Winslow? You see what I'm saying? It hits different when you're a famous person trying to live a normal life, because you got to deal with that. And y'all know who I heard talk about having to deal with that? One of those boys from Making the Band. Remember, he had made them young boys, them kids, walk to get him the cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. One of them boys, I don't know if his name was Fred. He said Diddy came to him properly and he told him no. And that was his story. And he said the challenging part, because he ended up having a son. He was like, when I would try to get regular jobs, people would question me like, what are you doing here? They put him on a pedestal to make him feel like he shouldn't be there. Remember, he just trying to eat. He trying to get a job. But they've seen him on TV, so now they got this expectation of where he should be. You shouldn't be here with me. So he trying to get it how he lived like the next person and get a check. But he got people making him feel a certain type of way with him trying to earn an honest living. So y'all know what that does? He was depressed. He had all kinds of thoughts because it was just like, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm just trying to live, and the regular people ain't trying to accept me being regular because we seen you on TV. So because we seen you on TV, you basically not welcome here. We're not gonna make you feel comfortable being here because you don't belong here. You're not one of us. But in his mind, it's just like, but I am. I mean, this is where I started. I got to make a living. But then the industry, they done turned their backs because Diddy then told them, hey, I don't F with him, so you don't F with him either. So even people who he had put on and was bringing on stage before they was somebody, they had the nerve to turn their back on him because Diddy told them, I don't F with him. So they turned their back on him. So here it is. He lost. He couldn't go right or left. That's where the depression came in. The suicidal ideation came in. Y'all, it goes deep. It's mental, like it's a lot when these people are choosing to go into this industry. Remember, as I talked about, even when it comes to just real estate and studying, yes, Shimon Freddie, I believe that was his name. You got to do your due diligence. You got to study this ish because it is pros and cons to everything. And you have to really think about, is it worth it? Is it worth it? This man's career was just dudded because he told somebody no. He told Diddy no. This is what he said. I did a video. Y'all can probably find on this channel. I've been a content creator for about 4 years off and on. So I started out, I was doing like celebrity. I just now kind of circle back around on my second channel with picking back up on celebrity. But earlier on when I came on the scene, I was doing celebrity news. So I got like 400 plus videos on this channel, y'all. So there is a video out there where I reviewed him that, you can go in there and you just look through my videos. It's a lot of them. And it's talking about, the guy from making the band and all of that. And I just talked about his story. I think I played his interview and I did commentary on it. So I'm just kind of recapping some things, but it was so sad because he was just like, it's like he couldn't do nothing. It's like, I can't get a regular job. I can't get a job in the industry. And then I'm a father. I got a son who I'm trying to be strong for. Like, can you imagine not being able to feed your family? And that's all you want to do? At this point, he just wants to be able to feed his family. At this point, it wasn't even about just being famous. I mean, it was about, I got a son. I got to take care of my son. And he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. Listen. Pearl said, Yvonne, I love Maya. I think she won at life because she left Hollywood and she still looks awesome. Yeah. Listen, Maya says she married her damn self. Years ago, Maya said she married herself. I think Maya been married for about 3 years to herself. But it makes a difference when you protect your peace. It might impact your dollar, your bottom line, your dollar. But here's the thing with Maya. I've heard stories with Maya. She finally got out, but Maya got her stories from when she was in there. There's artists, rappers who rapped about it. I think, who was that? What's that rapper name? The Game. I think The Game did a rap song and he had a lyric and he talked about Maya. Bless Up said all those children were better of having a regular life than to be exposed to all that evil. Shame on the parents who sold their children out for money. The love of money is the root to all evil. It is. You said 1 Timothy 6:10. It is. Hey, Bless from Texas. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's like so many people are just willing to risk it all just for fame. And that's how Diddy was able to take advantage of a lot of people. There are people, kids coming out a guy, he's a man now, but at the time he was a young boy, maybe I think 13. And he just, want to be famous, want to do music. And Diddy and his camp managed to get him away from his parents, at the audition or the meetup. And listen, all it takes is a second, with you just turning away from your kids. So, he was there with his family, but they was like, hey, did he want to see you? Or did he say, hey, can I see you by yourself? And in that moment, that is when the sexual assault took place. And we always talk about, I'm gonna be with my child. Like you all, it's impossible to be with your babies, your children, your partners, anybody 24/7. They have to go to school. Things pop off at school. You go to work. Things happen to people at work. I always say if a predator really wants you or identifies somebody that they really want, they can get to them. If it's, if that person who they're going after isn't just a step ahead of them, like an adult, somebody who own their stuff and who like got that pew gonna handle business, but a kid, I always say like a predator, a predator, they're very strategic with how they go after their prey. They study, they sit back, they watch. Remember all these things I told y'all to do about just life or career. These predators understand. This is what they do to their prey. They research, they think, they do all this shit that I'm telling, that I've been saying for almost 2 hours with what you guys should do in your life to show up and do good, to be all that you can be, the best you can be. These predators put that type of work and energy into wrongful-ish. They will study you. They will sit back in the cut. They know your moves. They know your child moves. They know if, okay, that child feeling neglected, feeling abandoned. The child always sad. The child be crying. They sit back. They peep game. They watch that because they got to know like what angle to come at them from. So they know like, okay, it's effed up at home between mama and daddy because daddy, he out here running around in these streets doing the most. Mama be cussing him out, crying at night. So a predator gonna come along and talk to that child about being loved and coming into and going into a room or environment where they gonna take care of her. I got you. I take care of you. I'm gonna look after you. I'm gonna make you feel good, make you feel loved. You see, they prey on you. That's why they say a predator will prey on you. They prey. You got to be vigilant. So when it comes to this industry, it's just best to just stay out of it altogether. It's just best to stay out of it altogether. Mika T says, I blame Usher parents. Yeah, I think most people blame Usher parents. A lot of people blame Usher parents. Well, Usher daddy wasn't in his life. I'll say that. Usher's father. So my mom, I think she said she grew up with Usher's dad. Like Usher's dad come from like the same small town where I come from in California. So it's known of who's Usher biological father is. They say he looks just like him. So Usher, his mom, I think, had gotten married. So he had a stepfather, but his biological father just wasn't around. So he had his mama around. His mama was the one that started out, with managing his career, signed off with him going to spend 2 months with Diddy. That was all on his mama. Now, the daddy take fault just from him choosing to not be a part of his son's life, because had he been a part of his son's life, he could have possibly protected him, whereas showing Usher other ways to get to it. Maybe Usher would have even aspired to maybe even do something else. Who knows? But when you're an absent parent, you never know how your life's child could have been different had you been present. You don't know. So that's something you got to live with. That's something his father got to live with. He got to wonder, like, is there certain conversations he could have had with his son that would have had his son to know, like, instantly, no, that ain't right. That ain't cool. Because you got some kids who are stronger, mentally stronger, more aware than other kids. You have some kids who are just super highly self-aware, like just aware. My daughter, she's 14. She's just always been very aware. Like, so she's smart enough to not fall for a lot of things that kids her age or even older will, because she's very intellectual. She's a deep thinker. She just knows, like, she's just not someone you can just tell anything to. I couldn't tell her as a child anything. She is that one that, remember I say ask questions. That is her. She reads a lot, so she's super smart. So you can't just say she was never that, hey, little girl, I got candy. Oh, baby girl ain't never been her. That ain't her. But that's not all kids. You got some kids who are weak, and you say a little something, you tell them they cute. You say, I got a dog, I got some candy, and you can lure them that way. My child happens to just not be one of those type of kids. Now, her brothers, I'm going to say them not either, but they ain't got nothing compared to her intellect. So now I got a 19-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 14-year-old. My 14-year-old runs circles around my boys. She just does. She always has. She always has. She's 14. So at any given point, whatever age she is, I tell people intellectually, she's at least 5 years above that. And you all will see, like, if you talk to her, you will see what I'm talking about. She's just that type of kid, but that's not the norm. That's not your normal child. She is not your normal child. She's a gifted child, but she happens to be a child that is both book smarts and she has a lot of common sense. She's very aware. She's super smart. That is not most kids. That is not most kids. So we got to move in a manner in which how most kids are. And most kids are vulnerable where you can tell them some damn shit. They can get in their feelings, get mad at their parents or whatever, and somebody come along and say, I got you, I'm going to love on you or whatever, and they go for that. They going to go for that. Next thing you know, child gone. And if you lucky, you will see him again, but a lot of times you don't see him again. They gone because they left thinking they're going into a better situation. And if they leave in that way, it's never a better situation, but they were sold on it being a better situation. So they're gone. Did you all see the post? And I'm going to give y'all an update. Y'all seen the post that I had posted over the weekend with the missing girl in my area? Let me know in my comment in the chat. Y'all seen that post that I posted with a beautiful 20-year-old girl. She got into a Uber ride to go to work, and then they didn't see her anymore. I think that was like last Tuesday. And then mama and daddy posting stuff on Facebook like they looking for her. Y'all seen that? Let me know if y'all seen that. I got an update for that. So keep in mind, remember I say that when kids are vulnerable, whether they little kids or they're, because to me, a 20-year-old, that's still a baby. That's a kid still. She's legal, but she's a kid. So she got in the Uber car to go to work. And, mom and them reported her missing. So the update I saw a couple of days ago was that her whereabouts was accounted for, but she doesn't want to come home. Mama and daddy's sick. Mama, daddy, and stepdaddy's sick. Why she don't want to come home? That's the question. Because she's 20 years old, the police can't make her go home. All they was able to do is investigate, locate her, have a conversation with her. And in that conversation, she told them, I don't want to go home. And the police don't have to tell the parents where she at because she's an adult. She's 20 years old. This young girl got a stepfather, and she got a mama, and she got a biological father. I'm assuming she was in the house living with the mother and the stepfather. The first post, the post that I shared, the first post I saw was the one by the biological father. When I went to Facebook, I ended up coming across the stepfather's page, and I came across the mother's page. So both of them had their advertisements out there with the same description of her sharing the circumstances and leaving their phone numbers. She got in the car and left and didn't look back. She don't want to go home. Why she don't want to go home? Where is she? Why don't she want to go home? What was happening at home to have her feel like wherever the fuck she at, I ain't going back there. I'm not going back there. Y'all seen, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, right now, go to my community page. I posted it some days ago. It's probably one of the more recent posts. Beautiful girl, beautiful. She looked just like her mama. The mama is beautiful. The stepdaddy and the daddy is attractive. Hell, all of them beautiful people. All of them. The whole family beautiful. I don't know if there's any siblings because I didn't see any other kids. Beautiful. She looked just like her mama. But she said, I ain't going back there. And the police them have to be like, okay, and just tell mama, listen, we found her. She good. She don't want to, she ain't trying to fool. She'll call y'all when she ready, but she ain't coming back here and we can't make her. She's 20 years old. She's 20 years old. So what this tells me is that there was some things popping off at home, wherever she was laying her head at, that wasn't kosher. And that there's somebody who she started talking to that assured her that it was going to be better wherever she go. Now, I don't know where she is, and who knows? It may be better wherever she is, because she can be somewhere with a girlfriend. It don't necessarily have to be a guy. It can be anybody. But she's saying she ain't going back there. She ain't going back there. And the mama that was sick. The mama was sick. She posted it and thank y'all. And it's just like, because her daughter does not want to come home. Now imagine that, your child telling you, saying, I don't want to come home. I can't go back there. And I feel like as a parent, she shouldn't be confused as to why her daughter would say that. You're the parent. You know what's going on at home. Why don't your daughter want to come back home? Why don't your daughter want to come back home? On a regular, the normal kids, they're not leaving their home, running off and saying, don't find me. I know where you at. Leaving home like they're going to work. That means that she didn't even have no suitcase, packed no bag. She just literally left like she was going to work. So all she is still at the crib. She just got in the Uber ride and said, listen, take me here. And the police, was able to identify her in a couple of days because the police found her whereabouts because the parents posted updates. So after maybe about 2 days after I saw the post, I was going back because I kept it up on my Facebook trying to get updates on what's going on. And the mama had posted an update saying, well, the police saying that they have identified the whereabouts, but they're not giving us any details. And so they just kind of expressed, the frustration, how they really want to know. And so when I shared with my husband was like, they're probably not doing that because she's an adult. And I was like, you're right. She's 20. She's 20. And in my research, when I got to investigating, missing kids and the numbers and the stats, I was kind of interested in it after that case happened. I saw that just because someone is reported missing, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're missing. It just means that that person is looking for them, don't know where they at. But just because you don't know where I'm at, don't mean I'm missing. You just don't know where I'm at. So basically, baby girl is not missing. Mama and daddy and stepdaddy just don't know where she at. And she like, I'm good. And the police relate the message. So they sick. But what do you do with that? And I feel like as a parent, you have some idea because your child ain't just up and leaving and choosing to have no parts of you. There is a reason there. Mama, daddy, stepdaddy, what is that reason? What's popping off in a house that had her to run away and leave her entire life? So I just say, be in tune with your children. Be mindful of what they're being exposed to, what's taking place in the house. Children are aware, they see things, they hear things, they experience things. And as parents, it's our job to pay attention. And when we see things, to not act like we don't see them because we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to upset somebody. We don't want to impact our income or our livelihood because they're paying the bills. There's so many reasons why people choose to turn the blind eye. And then their children are impacted as a result of it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Are you willing to sacrifice your child for a dime or a dollar? Some of you may have experienced that and you felt like that's exactly what happened to you. And some of you may be doing that. You got to live with yourself with that, because that child, they will always remember that. And one day, if they haven't already, they're going to have a conversation with you about it. Yeah. Are you sacrificing your children for a man? There's so many who do that because they don't want to be alone. They need somebody to help pay the bills. They need somebody to help take care of the kids. It's a lot of reasons. It's a lot of reasons why mamas will turn and look the other way. A lot of moms are jealous. A lot of moms are jealous of their daughters. They're jealous of their daughter. Their daughter is a reminder of what they used to be, what they used to look like. You know, they're jealous because the men they bring around looking at the daughter, that ain't the daughter fault. Why are you bringing them around? There's so much to it. There's so much to it. And that's why a lot of women don't have good relationships with their mothers. A lot of you ever noticed that? What's the relationship like with you all with your, like a lot of women have bad relationships with their moms. Like that's a thing. I feel like it's more women that have bad relationships with their moms than sons that have bad relationships with their dad. It's crazy, but there's something to that. There's something to that. There's something to that. So when I saw baby girl was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to come home. I just feel like the home wasn't what it was cracked up to be, that on the outside, it wasn't like how it was on the inside. And you all, it's a beautiful family. It's a beautiful family. So what they say, what glitter ain't gold, what always glitter ain't gold. And I'm sure even for that family, that got to be an embarrassment for them to know, you know, they put out this, hey, AP, you know, missing person out for their child. Everybody and mama praying for the child, circulating. That was my first time actually circulating a missing person, anything. You know, I see things that come up a lot of time, but that came off of right after I was talking to you all about Allie Carter that night. And I woke up to that and I'm like, oh my God. So I just thought about trafficking when they mentioned Uber. So I shared it. And when I went on Facebook, a lot of people having comments. And then the mom came and did her update. So I know they got to be embarrassed, because I'm sure everybody asking like, what's going on over there that she don't even want to come back home. She ain't even trying to talk to y'all on the phone to say I'm good. She relaying messages through the police. When the police found her, she probably like, I'm good. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't have to go there. And they like, well, yeah, you're right. You know, they do a wellness check. They survey the scene, and they like, okay, well, you seem to be good. Like, what else can they do? They can't do anything. They can just confirm that she's breathing. And they did that. And they reported back to the mama. Listen, we've identified her whereabouts. And she's saying that she doesn't have interest in returning to your home. She's an adult. She's a young adult. And I could tell by the mama's post when she responded, like she was sick. Who wouldn't be? But mama, you know why she don't want to come home. You know, you in the house. You know why she don't want to come home. You know why she don't want to come home. So that's something she got to deal with. That's something she got to deal with. She got to deal with that. Yeah, I agree, Handy. You choose your babies. So many women choose men, relationships over their children. I don't understand, but it happens so often. To me, I feel like it happens more often than not. It's very sad. Now me says you know it, and that mom already knows why. Yeah, she know. She know. I know she know. And I think your average person, with just common sense, when we're honest students over there, we know she know. She left. She didn't even leave and say, "Yo, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here no more." She left when y'all wasn't even home. She left like a thief in the night. She got the hell on. She planned like I'm leaving here. She got a reason. You not walking away from a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back. Like you can tell, you can look at this was a young lady who, from a financial standpoint, was very well taken care of. But emotionally, psychologically, clearly she wasn't, because she left. A healthy-minded person, young person, wouldn't have left under those circumstances like that. And this is what I mean when I say we got to stop and ask questions. We can't just be surface. You got to ask questions, because my first thought was, oh my God, somebody took her. I think most people thought that, because it wasn't giving from the initial story that it would have been anything else. Because remember, we're going off of just what we're seeing, the image, the people, what the parents look like, their concern, where they live. But when a mama did her comment, all that other stuff went out the window. And I was like, oh, okay. And I start looking elsewhere. And I hope most of those other people who had been following the story started to do the same and started wondering what was going on in that house. And if anybody who knows her personally and they ask her that and she try to say, I don't know, they will be a fool to leave it at that and to believe that and to, you know, you know, you know, you know, but you don't want to deal with it. Because usually when something's not right, or somebody, a child or somebody, young person, they feeling like something's happening or they're being abused, they're going to, if it's happening at the hands of another parent, or say a step parent, before they leave, they're going to, more often than not, from what I've seen or come to hear, they will let the parent, the biological parent, know this is what's happening, to give them the opportunity to deal with it, even if they don't let them know right away after the first time. Before they leave, they're going to let it be known. They're not leaving and then telling you after the fact. I've never heard anybody's story be that. The story is, I went to them to tell them they weren't here for what I was saying, so I had to get the hell on. I'm used to it going that way. That's the way I'm used to it going. And I don't feel like it probably went no different this way. She expressed concerns to whoever. She felt like they wasn't dealing with it how she felt like they should have been dealing with it. So she said, well, I got to get the hell, I got to go. I got to go. So then when the police find her, hey, whatever, she's like, well, I'm good. When I was there, I wasn't nobody was trying to hear me out or do right by me. So now that I'm gone and I'm in what I believe to be a better place, no, I'm good. And who knows? We don't know if she's in a better place. But whoever she's with was able to sell her on the idea that is better than where she came from. That's when I say how people will pay attention to your circumstances. If they're preying on you, they'll pay attention to what your home life look like. They pay attention to that. Even adults, like say if it's a man looking at a woman who's married and he knows her marriage is bad, he'll pray on, like he knows, like, man ain't coming home. He gonna try to be everything that he know your man that he's not. He's gonna show up and be the opposite to look like the better person. A woman will even do that. Like, people do these things. People do these things. People prey on people. People prey on people. It is a thing. It is a whole thing out here, y'all. It really is. It really is. Let's up say, yep, that's the way it happened with me. I left and never looked back. That's a lot of people's story. And I'm happy you survived it. Blessed up. You here today. Mika T said, my apologies. Hi, chat. This is my first time participating. Hi, Mika. We've welcome your comments. Thank you for being here. Have y'all hit the like button? Got 48 of you in the building. Y'all been on here for 2 hours talking to y'all. It's my second live today, y'all. I be having spurts. I have some moments, y'all. Y'all don't hear a damn thing from me. I be just as quiet. Y'all be like, what the hell going on with her? And then I have my moments where it's just like this and I have a lot to say. That's how I am. So I can be an introvert and an extrovert. It just depends on the day. I can do both. And today I felt like being an extrovert and just talking to you all. But that don't mean y'all get the same energy tomorrow. That's just how I am, y'all. But I thank you guys for rocking with me. Just like the button. But when I come here, I have a really good time with you all. And what keeps me on here for a length of time like this is when I see that you all are vibing with me and you engage with me and y'all picking up what I'm dropping and I'm learning from you all. And that's what it's about. I just want it to be impactful when I come out here to talk about you all. And so sometimes when I don't come out here and it's been a while, it's because I don't feel like I have a reason just yet to come out here to talk to you. I want something of substance to talk to you all about. That's what it's about for me, the quality. And I want to be a quality live when I come to talk to you all. So that's largely why I don't be on like all the time. All the time. So then when I do come out here, it's like stuff then built up and I'm like, y'all, let's talk about this. We talking about all kinds of different things. But life be lifing and things be happening outside and there's so much that we can learn from and it's about protecting ourselves and one another. Lami says, and the way she left, I'm sure her mom is beside herself. I'm sure she's sick. Yeah, I can tell in her posts that she's sick. Let me give me a minute. Let me see if I can. Let me go to my channel. Let me see. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me try to see if I can back into something. All right. Missing. Okay. How did I get here? Okay, so she is Chloe Cooper. Chloe Cooper. I think I had Googled her. Let me see if Facebook will come up. Let me do Facebook. Just trying to see if I can somehow back into if I can because somehow I got to the mother's the parents Facebook page and I recently took it down because I kind of had kept it up because I was wanting to check for periodic like updates and somehow I ended up getting on the Facebook page. So I'm just trying to see if somehow I can make my way back to that page. Chloe Cooper, Facebook. If I can somehow get back to that page, just get to, okay, Paulette Morgan. Okay. Okay, so I found it. I'm about to share my screen with you all. And I'm going to show you the Facebook page so y'all can see the family. So this is the mother and the stepfather on the screen. Chloe Cooper. So that's Paulette Morgan, and that's her stepfather. And This is the post her mother made on October 28th. Let's see, can y'all see it? I'm going to read it because I can't zoom it. She writes, I want to sincerely thank everyone who has shared, prayed, and looked for Chloe. The love and support has been God sent. With that being said, it was confirmed to me personally that Chloe has been contacted by authorities and the lead investigator, and that she is safe, but does not want to be contacted by anyone at this time. As painful and unbelievable as that information is to receive, as her mother, I thank God that she has been confirmed safe. That was my number one concern, that my favorite girl is safe. Please continue to keep her and all of us in prayer as we adjust and work through this unimaginable situation. Always believing that she knows that she has a home and will come home. Chloe, I love you always. So the mama acting like she in complete confusion as to why Chloe don't want to come home. She acting lost, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know why Chloe don't want to come home, but Chloe, this is your home and you can come home. But from what she said, Chloe, like, no, I don't want y'all calling me. I'll call y'all when I want to talk to y'all, but I'm not going back to that place. That's what I read into that. Let me see if her dad, if there's a link to her daddy in here. Because I've seen the father. Mama and stepdaddy. Paulette Morgan. Yeah, I've seen the dad. I don't know if it was maybe on a news clip or something like that. I've seen the dad speak. So she has her biological. I mean, I don't know if he lives locally here in Georgia, but the way this reads, it seems like Chloe lived with her mother and stepfather. So Sue says, Sheik, you got a life outside of YouTube. Yeah, I got a bunch going on outside of YouTube. I do, y'all. I got a lot going on, but I actually like YouTube. But yeah, I got a lot outside of YouTube. But my kids are older, so it makes a difference, with the type of time I have, with parenting, because my kids they're not little babies anymore. They're big. Mika said, I look forward to being around more. I'm loving the content. Yes, I hit the like button and I picked up everything you dropped. You caught my attention. Thank you, Mika T. Thank you very much. Bless Up says, those demons are being exposed in this season. No more hiding Satan. God is in plan. Ariane says she know. Yeah, she know. And the daughter probably didn't even bother to probably even try to get into anything with the police, because she like, you know what? I left. It is what it is. I'm gone. I'm not looking back. Deuces. Mika T said that is hard to believe something happened and she was able to get out. I'm sure we all will hear about it on some exclusive interview. Y'all think Tasha K gonna find her? Y'all think Tasha K gonna find her? She gonna end up on Tasha K show? Because that girl, she like, listen. I wonder if Tasha even know, because Tasha doesn't live here in Georgia anymore. If she was here in Georgia, she probably would have known. But Tasha's in Florida. I wonder if Tasha even knew about this young lady being missing. because I just definitely feel like there's a story there. And a lot of times, we judge people's lives, home lives, and everything off of like pictures, pretty pictures. And, Allie Carter, who I talked about on my other channel, with social services and defects coming in. And when she would say, hey, this is happening to me, that's happening to me. And they didn't want to believe her because the home that they had her in, the lady took care of the house, like as far as like it was a nice house, material thing. So on the outside, it didn't give that she was just this bad person and that the kids weren't being properly taken care of because there was a nice home and cars and food. Like it was the materialistic things, the aesthetics that had people fooled and not wanting to believe Allie when she would tell them about what was taking place inside of the home with her and her other foster siblings. So finally, she ran away at 16 because she tried to tell. And like I said, more often than not, before somebody runs, they're going to say something to somebody. Typically, a person where they're violated in an environment, they're not just running away before letting somebody know, hey, I'm being violated. They're going to say something to somebody who they feel can make a difference and can help. And based off of that person's response, that determines that person's next move as far as if they're going to stick around or if they're going to leave. Y'all remember Janarda Rose mom when she said that she was violated, whatever happened with her mama's man in the house. She said something to her mama, but her mama wasn't receptive to what she told her. So she left. She didn't just leave. She at one point said something to her mama, but her mama didn't handle the situation in a way that Janarda felt like she should have, which was to report the man, call the police, get rid of him. Mama didn't do that. So she left. So there are other people. That happens with a lot of people where they be like, yo, like, you're not going to do nothing about it. I got to move around. I got to go do something else because I can't stay here and live in this type of situation. I can't do it. That's what Ali said. I can't do it. It's like you just can't. That psychological, emotional abuse is far worse than any kind of physical abuse. That sticks with you. Bruises heal. But when somebody get in your head and mess with your self-esteem, y'all, that's years. Some people never overcome that. They spend a lifetime in therapy. And most people don't ever even go to therapy because they don't have the resources. They just end up on the street strung out on drugs and people just wondering what their story is. And if you somebody like me, you may end up coming across somebody and get to talking to them to learn what their story is. So everybody got a story. More of the story, everybody got a story. Everybody has a story. Ariane says, yes, another one, Chic. Lami says, sorry, but as soon as I seen that peak, red flags went off. Which picture, Lami? Which one you talking about, girl? Lami, which one? Because, listen. Which one? Bless Up says, the perpetrator always tries to cover things up and make things seem what it's not. Something sickening probably happened more than once, and the young lady finally built up the courage to leave. Yes, people don't leave overnight. Anybody in here did anybody leave overnight? People don't leave. I've yet to ever hear anyone's story with any kind of abuse where they left after the first time. They don't. People try to endure things. They hope that it go away. Some of them find the courage to tell somebody, but they're not just leaving. It's not a one and done. Most of the time, it don't be a one and done. I wish that it was more cases to where if it happened, it was a one and done, and then something happened with the person where they got dealt with or the person left. But that's just not how it be. It's continuous. It's multiple times. It's multiple times. I didn't heard enough people's story, y'all. Y'all know, like y'all, I'm a communicator. I hear people's stories. I listen. And that's how I navigate through life. I don't believe I have to always experience everything. I've never been that person where y'all know sometimes some of you may be that person. I got to experience it for myself. I got to see for myself. That's not me. There are some things that I have to kind of endure in life, but then there's a lot of things that I don't have to where like bless up. I'm gonna take your word on that. I'm gonna take your word on it. And so that's discernment. You got to like be keen enough to understand, like, know when you really need to kind of be paying attention to, somebody else's situation, because everything don't need to be experienced. And so I like to hear people's stories because it has helped me a lot with just not having to endure a lot, because I've learned from other people. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Happy you're here. Have y'all hit the like button? It's 50 of y'all in here. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey, Hamdi, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hamdi said, mind games are the worst. Yes. Any of y'all ever dealt with somebody who played mind games with you? That's the first part, I feel like, with abuse, even before like it started getting physical. And some of y'all can contest to that. Let me know in the comments who haven't dealt with been in abusive situations. Did you feel like it started first with the mind? Was it mind games? Did it start first before it went anywhere else? Did they start playing with your mind? Ariane said, look at R. Kelly daughter. Yeah. The one who, a boy now? Which daughter? Or the one who's pregnant and she just came out saying that he touched her when she was, I think, around 7 or 8. She was a little girl. You talking about her, Ariane? I talked about her story on my other channel, I think. Lami says they could have been super hard on her. You just never know. Yeah, you got a lot of parents who go real hard on their kids. I feel like when I see that happening, when parents will go really hard on their kids, I feel like a lot of times parents want to live vicariously through their children. And it's almost like they're trying to have a do-over of their life, but through their children. So the things they wish they could have done or would have done, they want their children to do it. And the children are like, I don't want to do that. But though they got a problem with it and act like they don't understand and it become a whole thing. It annoys me. Annoys me when I see that, but I see that with parents, with mothers and their daughters, fathers and their sons. And I just hate to see it because you had your turn to live your life. I don't think it's fair for you to push your dreams on your children's. If it was your dream to go to college, okay, that was your dream. That ain't my dream. I don't like that. I don't like that. And it just ultimately, pushed the child away. I've seen it. I've seen it. Lami says, Sheik, wasn't that the mom and stepfather if the young lady on the community wall? If so, that's the pic I was talking about. Yeah, that's the parent of the lady on the community wall. Yeah, that's the mom and the stepfather. The biological father, I ended up coming across a video somehow of him talking. So I know what the biological father looks like, but he wasn't anywhere on that Facebook page. I seen him somewhere separately. So I've seen all of the adults. Yeah. Blessed Up says, I left when I was 15 years old. Trust and believe. I had to build up in courage and never look back. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. I always say it's harder to leave than to stay with anything. It's harder to leave a bad situation than to stay in it, because when you staying in it, you kind of already know what it gives. So you're like, well, I've been living through this. I know how they are. It is what it is. But if I leave, I got to deal with the unknown. And I don't know how it's going to be if I leave and I go on my own. I don't have this house, this roof over my head. I don't have all my electronic, like all these things, this security. So, but, I could have a better life while not enduring the abuse or whatever, but I just don't know. So a lot of times people will just stay in the situation because they fear the unknown. So many people fear the unknown, so they end up not doing anything, not even leaving their state, not leaving their county. But there's people who've never left their county, let alone their state or country. Like you got people who've never been on a plane who just never went anywhere. And a lot of it is from fear. So many people live in fear. Yeah. So many people live in fear. Keyword discernment, a beautiful gift. If you were blessed with it, use it. Yeah. And here's my thing with discernment. For those of you who may feel like you don't have it, you don't understand it. What I'll say to you, take it to your higher power. Pray about it. Ask for discernment. Ask for things to be revealed to you. If there is something, any of you need to know, you feel like I need to know, I want to answer, I got to understand, ask. Ask and you shall receive. Pray about it. It will come to you. It's going to come. It always does. Give it a try. Ask. Get in a quiet place and just ask and just be silent and just sit in it. It's going to come to you. It's going to be revealed. It's real when they say be careful what you ask for. So if you want discernment, you lack discernment, ask for it. Pray about that. You'll get it. You'll get it. But just get ready when it comes. And when it comes, don't ignore it. Because that very thing, discernment saves lives. It saves you. It protects you. It's a protector. So it's a good thing to have. So those of you who feel like you don't have it, I feel like you should work to get it, because it can definitely protect you. And you'll definitely see a difference in the quality of your life and how you move. The things that happen to you, you'll have a different type of awareness about you. So thank you for that point, Mika. Aaron says the one that said her blessed up. Mika says, Sheik, I've been sleeping on you. You are fire. I've experienced parents living through their children as well. Thank you very much, Mika. I see it. I mean, I see it within like family members. Like it's annoying, but I see it. And when I see certain things, I'm a parent. I learn and I just know what not to do, because I see, like, you never see when that happens, the person on the end, the child feeling good. Like they'll act, a child, I've seen it, like a child will literally just completely just say, I don't want to do it all together, because you done pushed them so hard where you done took the fun, the joy out of it. They like, I don't even want to do it. I don't want no parts. Y'all ever met somebody, and you may be that person, where there is something that you got a memory of somebody pushing something on you so hard, so much to where you just still, years later, you still don't want no parts of it. Even the food. Your mama always made something that made you have to eat it. You damn 50 years old, 40 years old, and you still can't even eat it because you got memories. Like that's real. Like you don't forget. So it can just change your view on something that you once loved and enjoyed. And it'll just have you be like, you know what, I can't do it no more, because now the association to it is just a negative thought. So, so when I see that and I see parents do that, their kids, it's just like, how do you continuously do this with multiple kid after kid? How are you not learning? So with my 3 kids, like that's just something I didn't do. Anything that I did, I didn't put it on them. Activities, whatever. You want to do a sport? Okay, which sport you want to do? Okay, we're going to try that one. I was a softball player. I did that. My higher learning, education, college. I got a lot of education. I've done a lot of things. Child, I don't be pushing none of this stuff on my kids. Like, I'm a content creator. I be on the internet. I got 3 kids. None of them do what they ain't content. Like, they be on the internet, they little personal stuff like y'all do, but they not into content creation. I don't push that on them. I don't make them work. I don't do what Rose do. Like, I don't do none of that, because I understand they're all individuals. Like my husband is a separate person. The kids are, I'm me. Like we all move differently. So I respect that. I respect everybody. Kids, you respect them. You respect their interests. You don't put what you interested in on them. I don't believe in that. And I've yet to see a case where somebody did that and it worked out. and they have a good relationship with that person. People don't like to be felt like somebody forcing something on them. Like, think about it. Do you want to feel like somebody pushing you or forcing something on you? No. Nobody don't want to feel that way. Like, so why would you work to have somebody else feel that way if you don't even want to feel that way? Or what gets me is the ones that I see that do that with people or their children, when I know for a fact, because I grew up with them, that didn't happen with them. So where the hell you learn that from? Because I know damn well from experience, because we grew up together, that didn't happen to you. So why are you running around doing that? Where did you see that at? Because the damn sure wasn't at home. So where'd you see that at? I need to know, because I'm confused, because I don't know what the hell you got that at, because you know better. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hamdi said, bless them. You don't have to answer, but did you do the not contact rule, or do you still have family reach out to? That's brave. I'm proud of you. That's a good question. Yeah. Ariane says, welcome. Mika T. She can chat. Thank you, Ariane, for welcoming her. Sue said, discernment for me has been a blessing and a curse. It can be, I can see that, Sue. I can see that, because you can be so aware to where it has you like my mom, like she's very like aware of a lot of things. So for her, she would definitely agree with you, because it has her to want to stay away from a lot of people, in particular like family and things like that, because her discernment awareness is so heightened to where it has her to want to kind of stay away from people. And so it's always me trying to encourage her, okay, to not be so standoffish, come around people more. But I understand it, because she's like, listen, like, I'm so sensitive to things to where I can pick up the energy and feel when things aren't right. I feel it so easily. So I feel like her senses on things is probably more heightened than mine. But that is a great point. I think that people can look at it as both, but for her, I think it has impacted her. And when it comes to just connecting with people, building relationships, just because she just chooses to kind of just stay away, and her background is also very similar to, like, I've heard Blessed Up story, like with the abuse and things like that. So a lot of times people who have been through abuse, they move very differently. They're very cautious. They side-eye people. They're very vigilant, they just move different. So you have to kind of, when I meet people and that is their background, their experience, I have to kind of take that into an account with, how they come off, if they're very guarded, like I have to kind of take that into an account. And like I said, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Chic, and my background, I have a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So I talk a lot about like mental health and things like that, because that's my education. And it started out with just being a strong interest of mine, but mainly just a gift. As I talked about praying and asking for things, I remember years ago asking for my gift to be revealed to me. And it didn't take long. It was revealed to me that I was here to help people. So at that point in my life, I started being a youth counselor and things at church. And this was before I even went to college for counseling. At this time, I only had degrees in business. I had all the way up to a master's degree in marketing. Yes. So all my other 3 degrees are in like business. So I was like, what is it? What's my gift? What's my gift? So I prayed about it, and I was going to church at that time. And that was the answer. My gift was to connect with people, to be able to connect with people and help people. So that's what I did. And that was like years ago. That was maybe we're in 24, maybe about 12 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, that I prayed about that and asked for that. And then I eventually went to school because I kept, helping people, and eventually went to school to just get a degree in counseling because I wanted to have a practice and just do it for a living. And yeah, I did that. Finished school years ago, maybe 2017. Yeah, probably. I think I graduated in like 2017 with my degree in counseling. And I worked at a mental health hospital and children with it was so in the hospital you had adolescents from age 11 And then we went all the way up to seniors. And so I've seen it all, like for all like the groups. So it was a great place to get experience because I was able to decide like which population, that I would want to, work with. Um, so I've seen a lot, I've seen a lot during my time working there. And as I was getting my credentials for counseling. So when I do talk and a lot, I refer back to a lot of, from my experience with seeing people who were schizophrenic, um, had bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, Alzheimer's, like all I've seen probably most like all the major mental health illnesses. I've seen them because, they were all in the hospital. So, my gift is to connect with people. But what I've learned in the recent years that my path was never about me having an office and a practice and people coming and lying on my couch. My gift was to be centered around just meeting people just out about in life or coming onto the internet and coming across and building relationships with the people who happen to come across my content. So all along, I feel like this is where it was all supposed to bring me to here. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? At that time, I pictured a building and a practice and my name outside the door and people making appointments. But now I can't imagine helping people in that type of capacity in that environment. Like, no, I just prefer to do it the way I do it, with coming on here and sharing with you all and engaging with you all and talking to people who I encounter. That's where I get my fulfillment. So if you want to know what your gifts are, why are you here? Ask. Just ask. As simple as that. Ask. And it will be revealed. I promise you, it's going to be revealed. You might be like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm supposed to be an astronaut? I don't even like flying in airplanes. But ask it, it shall be revealed. It'll be revealed. But, just be prepared. Mhm. Just be prepared because he will tell you. Mika T said, okay, Sheik, that makes sense. I picked up on the intelligence and no offense, not just babbling. I'm not being mean, nothing but love. Much respect. Again, well done. You are helping people. Thank you, Mika, for picking up on that. I don't come out here just to babble. I do know some things, so I am happy that you can pick that up. Pretty much people pick that up, fortunately. So I'm glad I'm not out here sounding crazy. I do feel like I sound like I know a thing or two. But yeah, it just comes from just my education and just experience. And I bring this all to the internet. And the internet is just something that it wasn't even back when I started going to school. Like the internet is evolving. So that's why I say back then I would have never thought that I would help people and reach people in this capacity because the internet, like, I don't even think Instagram was even a thing back then. So now, fast forward in 2024, the internet is the way. That's the way to reach people. So it's my preferred way to connect to people versus kind of, being cooped up in the office. But thank you for your comment, Mika, and your observation, and we welcome you here. We are the honor students over here, just in case those of you who are new and who don't know. I call us the honor students because we are students. We are students of life, and we believe and I promote asking questions, requiring people to rise up to your level, and you not lowering yourself to theirs. Require them to raise up. We're high vibrational people, and we use discernment, we use critical thinking, we use common sense, we use logic. Listen, all of that. We use our brains over here. We don't just go along with the get along. We're not sheep. We ask questions. We're not led astray. We're like minds, so we gravitate to one another. Because we have similar thought process, and that's what it's about. And that's why they say you find your tribe. You find your tribe. And I always say, as long as you all continue to show up, I will continue to show up. But when I show up, I want it to be something of substance. So that's why it may not be every day on the hour like that. I'm going to come when I feel like I have something to bring to you. And you are more often than not, that the way that look, I'll have something to bring to you. But what makes these lives turn into 2 plus 3 hour lives is that as I'm vibing with you and I'm talking to you, I have these downloads, I have these new things that I'm prompted to bring to you and to really go in with you, because it gets put on my heart, my spirit, that I need to share it with you since I have your attention. It's like, share this with the people. So that is what I do. I just try to share all the knowledge, that I can with you all, so you all can use it and apply it to your lives. So now I got 2 channels that I'm toggling through between with sharing information. So some channels I may share one thing, and another channel I'm going into something else. But sometimes the information will cross, like I shared a little bit about Ali Carter. But if you want to learn more about her, follow me on my backup channel. And Mika T, I have a backup channel, Chic Speaks, and then add the 2 words on it. That is my second channel I have. So it's a reaction channel. So I react to just viral things that are going on. So a lot of things right now is just heavy in the rim of Hollywood. So Diddy focus, R. Kelly, who else we've been talking about lately, child? Kanye West. That's what's going on over on that channel. So I get into all those things, and I also kind of touch on it from a mental health um, perspective too, to tap into that. Because, child, these people out here sick. These people out here sick with all kinds of issues, and I recognize it. I see it. I be out here on this internet diagnosing folks. I do, but not official, but just in my professional opinion. But yes, I just form my opinions, just based off of just from my knowledge, what I've come to learn, and bump it up to what I see. And then I just give my opinion, which I am entitled to, just as you all are. And we just talk about it. So that's what we do between the 2 platforms. So please make sure you all are following me on both platforms. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Ariel says, yes, we are all that here. Yes, when you know, you know. Mika's absolutely thrilled to be here. I'm so excited I was able to catch this live. It's such a wonderful experience. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, lives are awesome. People like to catch lives. Everybody ain't always able to catch lives, so they be part of replay gang. So don't ever feel like you cannot be a part of the replay gang, but it ain't nothing like a live, child. But definitely be a part of the replay gang. I do respond. I love the comments. So sometimes people will make comments after I post the content. Let me know their thoughts, opinions about anything. So definitely do that. I do pretty much respond to like all the comments. Like, it's always my goal to respond to the comments, because I like to engage, and that is a part of the whole content creation experience. I like to engage with you all. So that's why you all, like, I see your comments and I will say something, because we're connected, we're all connected. We're a family. We're a family. We're a family here. So I feel that when I come on live with you all, and even when I get into the comments, I just feel like I've come to know you all. I've come, like, after you've been here for a while, I'll come to know like personalities, like based off of like how you comment. So I've been out here heavy since July. Very heavy since July. So my channel have grown a lot since then. So since I've been out here heavy, I've come to just learn the personalities of many of you who have been following me for months. So if you stick around, Mika, and you keep coming, I'll come to learn you too, and kind of pick up your vibe, and just, know what kind of time you're on, and you'll know me too. But we're good people over here. Very positive. It's a positive corner, positive space. And fortunately, I do have a reputation. Of those who do know my content, my channel, they know, like, I be on some other kind of stuff. It's a different kind of energy over here than some of the other spaces that you may go to that are reaction channels. So everybody brings their character, their energy to to their channel. So this is me. What you guys get, this, what you feel, what you pick up through the internet. This is me. This is me in real life. That's how I'm able to come out here and be to the way I can, because I really literally show up as truly myself. Like, I'm a writer for those who I rock with, who I vibe with. Like, I'm just a girl's girl. Like, I'm always about lifting, pointing out game to you, trying to encourage you to elevate. Anyone who knows me, if you come in my circle, I'm just going to constantly be trying to encourage you to kind of step it up. Step it up. You're going to come to see, like, oh, Chic, you do this, this, and that. Yes, but I encourage you to put that energy into whatever those things are that you like, or those things that you've always thought about or aspired to do. Child, just do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So on this channel, if you're new to my channel, during the morning time, I do live workouts. So if you just follow me, you might start seeing some video recommendations popping up with me in my workout attire doing selfies. But I do live workouts. So this channel is that we attack it from a holistic approach. It's about mind, body, and soul. So I talk to ladies, gents, mostly my ladies, about just keeping it tight, taking care of your bodies. If a lot of times when we don't feel good, we don't look good, and I think there's a correlation between that. When you look good, you feel good. And I encourage the ladies to take some time to pour into yourself. If there is something physically that you do not like about yourself, work on it. A lot of things can be changed just by exercising. You don't always have to go underneath the knife. Like, believe it or not, you do not have to get flued out to Los Angeles to go on the knife or go to Dr. Miami. Like, you really don't have to do that. You really can do a lot of things at home when it comes to shedding pounds. So I do live workouts to show you that as a 44-year-old woman, mother of 3, married 20 years, like, my life looks like a lot of yours. And I just want to show you that you can present the best version of yourself if you so choose to, regardless of what your age is. Regardless of what your age is. If you want to look a certain way, baby, if you're willing to put that work in, let's make it happen. I just seen a picture of Nia Long. I remember she's a Scorpio like me. She just had a birthday. I might have seen it yesterday, today or yesterday, but I happen to think she's beautiful. And I think she's 50. She might have just turned 50. But people like her, or Sanaa Lathan, or Gabrielle Union, Angela Bassett from The Physical, those are the type of people that inspire me, which is why I like do what I do with keeping myself up, how I maintain a youthful look. Those are the people who I pull from, because just to keep it real, in my day-to-day life, I don't really see that a lot. It's almost like regular everyday people a lot of times in our community, unfortunately, don't really take care of themselves like that. I think a lot of it just has to do with just stress, feeling overworked, underpaid, not enough time, not enough help, resource, support. So they're just trying to live. And it just shows, the hard life that they're living, like, it shows on their body. Whereas, the celebrities, they got all the money, they got the personal trainers, they can go to the esthetician, they can do all of that. And I ain't doing like none of that. I don't have it on that level, but I do what I can within my budget to maintain and to try to age gracefully, which is just doing the exercises, for free 99. I'll be working out at home. I'll go walk. I don't pay no money for none of that. So, but I'm able to still like get that same result, and so you can do it on a budget. you can look Hollywood on the budget. You can. So you can follow me on my channel and see how I do that. How, you can have a snatched waist and sculpt your body, and not be a part of that wicked Hollywood, because it's all wicked. You don't have to be a part of that to look good. You can do it for the free. You can. So if y'all follow me, I'll show you how to do that. So I typically do that in the AM, sometimes as early as 5:45 in the morning, or as late as 11 o'clock in the morning. So just have your notifications set. And some of you, you all catch me on my live workouts. One morning I was working out at 6. Somebody came in. I can't remember who it is. They were like, "Sheik, what are you doing? What are you doing up working out at 6 in the morning?" But I was going into the office, so I was up earlier. So I was getting the workout in before, I got on the road. So you get it in where you can. You get it in where you can. And sometimes you got to get it in the morning. It's a sacrifice. It's a lifestyle. So anything that you want, whatever it is, you got to be willing to make that sacrifice. Again, back to the Hollywood stuff, they're making sacrifices. So it comes down to, does these sacrifices compromise your moral compass? Because everything, that you want is going to be a sacrifice. It's just, is it good or bad? But life, everything, it's sacrifices that we make. It's the type of sacrifices that we make. That's what we are talking about, the good and the bad. So everything's a sacrifice. So when it comes to good sacrifices, when it comes to your weight management and your health and making sure you're good, what type of sacrifices are you willing to make to get that in check? And if you need help with that, definitely follow me. And on my live workouts, I go into, healthy living tips and things that I do with how you can achieve some of your physical goals. So as I like to say over there, it ain't nothing to it but what to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You just put in the work. And I regularly put in the work. Sue said I got lucky to catch a live today. Thank you for your time, Sheik. Thank you, Suze. Yes, I've been working today because I'm here for. I've been working today. 2 lives. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Like, y'all don't be looking for me tomorrow. I'll be like, I gave y'all asses 2 lives yesterday. I gave y'all 2. Y'all had 2. Y'all had 2. Y'all had 2. So we'll see how tomorrow go, because I need y'all with 2. Tomorrow, Friday. My husband's traveling tomorrow. So be me and the kids home. So I'll probably do a live tomorrow. I just got to figure out where will I go? Will it be over here or over there? See, that's why y'all need to be following me on both my channels. Because sometimes, child, it be like, okay, which one about to get this information? Which channel? Because I got a live book reading, y'all, that I'm going to be doing. I'm waiting on the book to come. And I'm like, okay, which channel am I going to do it on? Which channel am I going to do it on? Because my other channel, I did Kim's Lost Words. I did a live book reading on this, like, maybe like a month ago, before I went on. I did it. Yeah, I think before I went on my cruise, and that, yeah, it's like over 4,000 views on this, from that live when I did that reading. So that was really good. So there's another book that's supposed to make this look like a doggone PG book. And I ordered that one, and I'm waiting for it to come because I want to read that one. But I just got to figure out, like, which channel am I going to do it on? Am I going to do it on this one or the other channel? I don't know. I don't know yet. But the guy who wrote it, he was like, this one is like the kiddie version. Like, this is not the raw details. Like, they kind of watered it down. But the one that he's released is like the real deal. Like, he says he has the actual tapes, all the, like, the hardware, the stuff that Kim had. He has it. She gave it to him. He knows Diddy. He never worked for him, but he, like, knew them. And he's like, I got it all. So he's like, I'm releasing the real deal Lost Words without, the whole watering it down. Like, I'm telling the real deal. So I'm just waiting for that book to come in the mail. It should be coming. I don't know. It's coming. So I want to do a live reading on that. And, so just don't know which channel it's going to be. So y'all make sure y'all follow me on both my channels so y'all can get that tea. Because if y'all listen to this one, this was really, like, it was deep. If any of y'all in here caught the live reading of this one, baby. And if you haven't, you can go and check the replay out on my Sheik Speaks on It backup channel. Go check it out. In the thumbnail, this picture is on there. So it would help you find it. And I think in the title it says Kim Lost Words. So you'll be able to figure it out. But Sheik Speaks on It. That's the backup channel. Sheik Speaks, and then add the 2 words on it. Go over there and get into this. This book alone, y'all. So y'all know what getting monetized. You got to have like 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. This alone pretty much got me the watch hours. Just the video, just this one video. Now I'm just getting the subscribers up. I'm close to like 300. So I got like 700 more to go. But then that channel will be monetized. But yeah, it was deep. It was deep. Definitely positive over here. Yes, bless out. You always bring the good energy over here. I love you coming over here and beat out too. That's facts. Yeah, listen, this is the happy space. This is the happy space. Aqua says, your fitness videos inspire me. I am on a weight loss journey and your videos give me variety. Thank you for that. I like to do a different variety because just that's the only way you kind of know what you like, with experiencing kind of like different things. So for me, just since over the summer, I started doing workout videos live in June when I came back on YouTube. And I came back, I'm like, I'm gonna do fitness videos. So that's what I came back doing. And then somehow, like in July, I started reviewing the Queen of Kings content. And so I was kind of doing them both. But I wanted to just learn like which type of workouts I like. So I like the hit, the fast, the cardio workouts. So just so you know, any workouts you all see me do, they are total body workouts, meaning you're gonna lose weight all over. They're total body workouts. So if you're interested in having a flat stomach, definition, lines in the stomach, sculpted arms, all of that, any workout that you see me do on my channel will give you those results. When you do see me on, doing my workouts, the body that I have, like it was from me doing the exercises that you all see me do. I do not go to a gym. I exercise in front of you all on YouTube on the camera, and then I also walk. Walking will have you lose a lot of weight, but walking won't sculpt you. The sculpting is coming from the exercises that you always see me do. That's the sculpting where the definition, the arms, the stomach, the lines, what you can see in my stomach, that comes from the exercises you see me do. So if you hit them both, that's the recipe for success. If you can walk and do them exercises, you're going to just shed the pounds and you're going to sculpt. But even if you don't walk and you're just doing the exercises, that's fine too. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to, that sculpting look, the look that I got going on, it comes from the exercises that I do on my channel. So thank you, Aqua Rose, for showing up, checking out that content to make it worthwhile getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, jumping up and down. Sometimes I'll be like, y'all, who finna come and watch me do this workout? And y'all, I don't really be knowing what the numbers are until I hit in. I don't know. Like, I'll see kind of people coming, but I can't. When I'm doing this content, even here in StreamYard, I don't be having a clue on how many of y'all came in. I don't know until when I hit in, and then it'll say. And, it might be in the thousands, it might be in the hundreds, but I don't know. So I'll just be out here working, no clue on who the hell that came up, listen to what the hell I got to say. I don't be knowing. I do not be knowing. It'd be a surprise at the end when I hit the end stream, and then I see the numbers like, oh. So every day is a surprise. Some days I'm like, what? That's all. And then some days I'm like, bet. Bet. So it'd be a surprise, y'all. Every day it'd be a surprise. Eda says, someone is in these YouTube streets tripping. I politely exit those streets. I know that's right. Exit left. Bless Up says, Sheets works out will kick your butt, but if you've been out the game for a while, but well worth it. Yes. So you got to keep going. It's about building up endurance. Blessed Up. Yesterday, I think on my live yesterday, it might have even been today when I was working out, I thought about you and your daughter, and I started laughing because I thought about what you said, the daughter looking at you. And I just started laughing to myself on camera because it was a thought, because it was so funny. But listen, like, the more you do something, you build up your endurance, and I promise it gets easier. That's just with anything, the more you do it. So just keep at it. Keep at it. Bless up. You're going to have your own channel doing your own moves. Watch. We can do a collaboration together. I just seen something today, y'all. When I went live, when I was out today, I was leaving Subway, grabbing lunch, and I was trying to set up the live because I'm like, oh, I'll talk to them in the car. But it was showing like the option of being able to have someone else on the screen with you while you're doing the live. And I'm like, this is new. So that's an update. That's an update that the YouTube has done, where when you're going live from the phone, where you can right away, like, have somebody a part of the live stream. So now, I have the ability to, like, if there's someone else, I guess, that I may want to collaborate with or, go live with at the same time, I can do that. Y'all let me know, because I never bring y'all. I don't be bringing nobody up on the stage or talking to anybody, dropping the link. I used to, but nobody really would click the link. So y'all can let me know in the comments if you ever desire to want to come up and say some things or whatever. Because a lot of times, like, y'all, I'm like, hell, I guess they want to hear me talk because no one really would hit the link. So I haven't done it in a while. So y'all, I'll just be talking for damn 3 hours or however long. But y'all can let me know in the comments if you ever want to, like, come up and talk and share your thoughts or whatever. Just let me know, because, child, when I used to, y'all be like, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. Mika says, what days are you working out? I work out mostly almost every day. but it's usually in the morning. So like it's just usually every day, just every day for the most part. Typically, I'll do a live workout. Every now and then, like I won't do one, but most of the time it's like daily. I'll do a live workout. And if I do not do a live workout, you may see me have a video titled Walk and Talk. So I'll get a walk in because I like to walk. So walking is another exercise that I do. I'll walk like minimum 3 miles, and I'll do what I call a walk and talk. So while I'm walking, I'm talking. So that's me getting exercise in, and then just content reviewing or talking about whatever, usually Queen of Kings content. I'm just reviewing their content while I walk. But otherwise, but typically it's daily. So mornings is when I do like my workout. So probably like tomorrow, I think today my workout was at I think I did it at 8 o'clock in the morning this morning. So tomorrow I'll probably do it probably like at the same time, 8 a.m. So if any of you want to catch my live workout, probably 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll probably do that. And then on the weekends, it's usually maybe around 10 or something like that. Yeah. Bless Up says Mika, she goes live with her workouts almost every day. Yep. Almost every day. Yeah. So you can just and do so yeah, just check in with me almost every day. So it's just in the morning time. Aqua says, subscribe to Chic Speaks and hit the notification button. She posts almost daily. Thank you, Aqua Rose. I appreciate that. Thank you all for sharing that. Y'all hit the thumbs up? Have y'all hit the thumbs up? So yeah, I'll be out doing a workout video tomorrow. I like to with working out and helping people, hearing people, just talk about doing the workout and noticing changes and differences. Yeah, I just like to help. That's just what my calling is, just to help people. Ariane says, can't wait to see what the Diddy sons have to say about this one. Now, I went in on the Diddy sons on that other video. Ariane, no, I was talking about the Diddy sons, the three boys, my three sons. I was talking about them on my backup channel. So if y'all want to know what I was saying, because I was talking reckless, check me out on my backup channel, my second channel, Chic Speaks on it. But y'all be cutting up over there. Y'all, I cut up everywhere, but it ain't no different over there. It ain't no different over there. I don't know what that is. The spam. Mika said next week I will be there for the workout and the walks. Yes, see you there. See you there. Y'all come through. Y'all come through. Drop a comment. Lamisa, I love the Subway tuna sub. Yes. I don't think I've ever tried them. I hear they're popular. The one, I don't know what's going on with the one that I was at. They were starting to run out of stuff. They said they had a new vendor that they now, so I don't know what's going on out here with these streets and products and items getting delivered. Y'all remember not that long ago with some stuff in the news talking about with at the ports and stuff with them people talking about you need to run me my money or y'all ain't getting y'all products. So they agreed to extend, work until January to still work through that pay situation. So I got to thinking about that situation today when I went to Subway and they had a note posted outside their door. I said, what the hell is this? So let me read this note to y'all. They told this before you even walk up in there and start cutting up when you see they ain't got some ish that you might want. This is what the Subway sign said. Dear valued customers, we apologize for the current shortage of certain products. This is due to supply and delivery issues from our existing vendor, CDI. Please know that our team is working diligently to resolve this, and we expect the situation to be rectified once our new vendor is fully on board. Child, I don't know when that's going to be. Thank you for your patience and understanding during this time. We remain committed to providing you with the best service possible. Child, so before I ordered my sandwich, I started looking at the ingredients to see what the hell they had to see if they was going to have what I needed for my damn sandwich, because they only had 2 types of chips, Doritos and some jalapeno chips. That's it. I eat Sun chips, so they didn't have my damn Sun chips. So I'm like, okay. I low-key want to walk out of there because they didn't have my damn Sun chips. But I said, I ain't going to do them like this. I'm going to stay. I see they got the ingredients. They got my banana peppers and my green peppers and my ham for my cheese bread sandwich. They had all the sandwich ingredients. So I checked out. Got to the drink. Child, they had all the drinks was gone. Only thing they had for drinks was tea, Sprite, and there was the Pepsi dispenser. Everything else all gone. The manager was sitting over there trying to make phone calls, y'all, looking, calling, checking around, asking when her shipment was going to be coming. Like, I'd never seen nothing like this. So it got me to just thinking about that port situation of when, when they was boycotting like a few weeks ago, saying when they shut down, saying y'all ain't nobody getting a damn thing until y'all run me my money. So they was able to work something out till January, y'all. Listen, it's only to January. Then people like, listen, we revisiting this in January. So they had to get past election time. Because I'm like, ain't no way in hell they finna let these ports shut down in the middle of election seats. The Democrats already struggling. They really gonna damn lose it if they F around and people don't be getting their goods and it's election season. So they had to fix that. So that was where my head went when Subway did not have the things that they need to operate the business. So I got to thinking like, well, damn, what happens when they run all the stuff they got? Like, how do you keep the store open? So it's bad or whatever. So child, I don't even know, if they even had tuna today. Because they probably like, ma'am, we ain't got that. We don't have tuna. We got ham. You want this ham? You want this swine? Because we don't have tuna today. We still waiting on the truck to come from Canada. So listen, they struggling over there. They are struggling over there. So I'm wondering how many other businesses are struggling. But that was the Subway in my community. Mika said this was meant for me to be here because everything is lining up. I needed a workout buddy. You got a whole channel. You got you're gonna have a lot of people to be working out with. But I get pretty good reviews on my my workout videos. So that's good. So I'm just keeping it up. Bless up said, me, I love tuna, but haven't tried the sub. Going to give it a try. Where did you get your child? They got some tuna. Because I'm wondering what other Subway is struggling. So y'all better pray before you walk up in there that they got the tuna. Y'all better call for, y'all got the tuna today? Before you waste your gas going over there. Y'all better listen. Don't be assuming. Don't be assuming. Lamisa, bless up Subway. I love their sandwiches, but their tuna is awesome. Yeah, everybody talks about their tuna. I'm a ham sandwich person. I'm plain. Give me the Aussie, that cheese, the cheese bread. I know they got that cheese bread situation. Go on, throw that ham on there, pop it in the toaster oven. I'm real basic. The tuna sandwich, that sound fancy to me. That's fancy, y'all. That's up there with them people getting them meatball sandwiches. That's fancy. Aqua says, I love tuna. Always scared to try it from Subway. Yeah, I don't think you need to be scared to try. You just got to hope they got it. You just got to hope they got it, child. Yes, Chic. I love the sun chips too. Yeah, I promise I almost walked out. I was like, but I couldn't think of where else I was going to go. I'm like, because I couldn't think of where else I wanted that was in that area. That's why I stayed. When I seen that ham, I got them sun chips. I'm like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? What? What? I almost walked out. But I was so nice to the lady. They probably got cussed out for some of the stuff. She gave me a free cookie, y'all. See, it's paid to be nice. I had my little coupon, then I had one for a free cookie for me. And she was like, oh, don't even worry about the cookie coupon. She just gave me the cookie, y'all. That's why I usually, yes, ma'am. Thank you. I will ma'am the hell out. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all better be treating these servers right. What they say, you get more with honey. You get more with honey. I be nice to everybody. Blessed up, President Trump 2024. Trump 2024. Ooh, child, Trump 2024. Now, what's going to be on and popping, y'all? I'm looking forward more to Wednesday, the day after, than the election day. Y'all know it's going to be on and popping on Wednesday. Who going to work on Wednesday? Y'all know it is going to be on and popping on Wednesday. I'm gonna need to go live so we can talk about the shit that popped off where we live. Because y'all know, folks will be getting cussed smooth the hell out. Folks will be throwing hands and feet. Everybody finna be on 10 because whichever way you go, you finna have some pissed off folks. Child, when I think January 6th ain't finna have nothing on Wednesday. I think Wednesday gonna take the cake. F January 6th. It's gonna be about November 6th. That's gonna be the new thing. November 6th. November 6th is gonna be a whole thing. I feel like it's November 6th is going to be an entire situation. I can't wait to hear the stories because I know these fools finna cut the hell up. They already cutting up with just early voting. They acting like they can't handle this. So y'all know it is gonna be on and popping on Wednesday. I'm gonna be up like a kid. I don't even watch the news, y'all. I'm gonna be y'all. We might have to do a watch party on my live. What y'all think? Should I go live on this channel? We damn do a watch party together and see what them numbers looking like as they come in on Tuesday. Because baby, I plan to be okay. That's 5 for Trump. Okay, Kamala. Okay, I see you got your 2 additional ones over here. You got your 2. Listen, child. Listen. Shit. I'm gonna be damn doing my math too. That math ain't mathing. Y'all just stole some stuff over here. Get that back. Get that back. I seen you over there, Mike, man. I seen you. I seen you. I'm gonna be watching it. Y'all, do we need to have a watch party? Y'all, some people are gonna be doing it. Y'all, we need a watch party. Y'all want a watch party on Tuesday? We go live. Be tired as hell. We go live and we see these numbers come in together. I already know it's gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be on and popping. I know it is. I know it is. I just know this country. I know this country. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on like popcorn. It is going to be on. Also try Panera. Okay, so let me tell you about my store, Panera Bread. Panera Bread, so just in case y'all don't know, for your birthday month, they give you a free pastry. I remember that from back pre-pandemic near my office I worked at. I would go to Panera Bread right there. I haven't gone since before then. I don't work for that company anymore. So I'm like, oh, snap. I only got a couple of days left before October out. Let me go to Panera Bread and get my pumpkin muffin. I go through the drive-thru, try to order my pumpkin muffin. Old girl talking about, we don't serve, we don't make that, we don't sell that no more. When? Since when? Was I the only one eating the damn pumpkin muffin, y'all? Anybody in this chat know about the pumpkin muffin at Panera Bread? You heat that thing up, child. And they even had the muffin top. So if you want to cut your calories and you just want to pay on the part of the price of the muffin, you just get the top part. I never knew that was even a thing. So they sold I think they call it a muffin top. I don't know. So you can get that, or you can get the whole muffin. Child, we used to take that to the office, pop that bad boy in the microwave and go in. It just broke my soul when she told me that they don't have that anymore. So I'm like, damn. So I told my daughter, remember the smart 14-year-old, she was like, because ain't nobody else eating that pumpkin. I said, hush, little girl, hush. She said, no, I don't eat pumpkin anything. I don't eat pumpkin anything else. But I love that pumpkin muffin. Y'all, anybody else in this chat familiar with the Panera Bread pumpkin muffin? I know it can't just be me. It cannot just be me. Child, you put that thing in a microwave? Shit. They were like, nope, we don't sell it. I asked the young girl, well, when y'all start? She told me, I don't know. So I don't know how long she's been working there because I'd never been to this particular Panera Bread. But I guess as long as she's been working there, they ain't had it. Oh, it broke my spirit. It broke my spirit. I said, well, hell, clearly I didn't need it any damn way. Blessed Up says, yes, watch party over here. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go live. Okay, so I'm gonna plan on so that'll be Tuesday. We're gonna be over here and I'm gonna do it on this channel. We're gonna be streaming the election results live. I gotta try to figure out like what time we'll start doing it because I think polls close at like 7. So maybe around like 8 o'clock ish, I may start like streaming live or whatever. So y'all stay tuned for that as it gets closer. I'll put that out there to advertise it. But yeah, I think that's going to be real cool. I think it's just going to be high energy surrounding it. Folks going to be losing friends, families, marriages going to be in. Marriages. Y'all think the divorce number's going to go up? They all at court. So what happened? I found out his ass voted for Trump, and I told his ass that Michelle and Barack said if his ass don't vote for Kamala, leave his ass. And that's what the hell I'm going to do. I told his ass. How many of those conversations are going to be had on Wednesday? Y'all know. I told you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I told your ass. You thought I wasn't gonna find out. You thought I wasn't gonna find out. Y'all, Michelle said, listen, black women, he ain't got to know who you voting for. You go in and do your thing. He ain't got, listen, Michelle out here like, ain't nothing wrong with lying to your man. I lie to Barack all the damn time. He'll be all right. Shit. He'll be all right. He gonna be all right. Shit. He gonna want something, ain't he? He'll be all right. That's what Michelle said. He gonna want something. He'll get over it. Shit. Oh my, y'all, I'm hot. I got these damn lights on doing this live. I need to let y'all go. I've been playing around with y'all for over 3 hours. See, listen, that's why I be having to take breaks. Y'all know I come on here and do the absolute most for hours. It'd be like a whole nother job. Oh my God, y'all, never mind me. Oh, Aquas, I bet it is. I've had onion soup a long time. Yes, y'all got to try it. Listen, bless y'all. Y'all, I mean everything I say over here. Oh, I'll be meaning everything. Sheik, their muffin soup, salad, chip. There's muffin soup, salads, chip. I don't eat nothing else at the daggone damn Panera. They too expensive. I can go meet a Subway and get me a whole situation with the sandwich, chips, and a drink for the same damn price that I get a piece of a sandwich at for Panera. I can't sleep at night paying for that quarter of a sandwich. I can't. Y'all, as small as I am, I don't play about my food. As small as I am, that's why I be damn working out hard. I be working out real hard because I know that I be having my moments where I just, listen, I just want to go in on the food. So, child, I got to balance it out. I mean, I got to get up at damn 6 in the morning and then walk it out, crunch it out, because I know I don't be doing the best when it comes to the diet. That's why I always say it's about the portion. It's about the portion control and just physical activity to try to balance it out. So I eat whatever I want. I just monitor the portion. But listen, my greedy behind talking about them sandwiches at Panera, they too little. They too little. Knowing that's like all I need. They too little. They too little. Everybody always talk about Panera sandwich. Everybody but me be bad math. Oh, let me let y'all go. I've been playing around with y'all too damn long. I'm sorry. But listen, y'all, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I'll be back on here to be playing around with y'all. I don't know when. Probably tomorrow. It's Friday. Aqua said it's expensive, but if you ever want to treat yourself, it's damn sure gonna be a treat. Now, Firehouse Subs is a treat. I don't know if y'all got that where y'all live. That's a damn treat. They call themselves putting the money, giving it to the firefighters. So I hope that is where the money going, as much as they charge for us a damn sandwich. But yes, it would definitely be a treat. Public subs are even better. I love Firehouse and Public. Yes, those are definitely treats. I haven't had Public sub in years, but the Firehouse is kind of the new one I've got turned on to in the past year, and that's Firehouse is a treat. When I want a treat, I'll do Firehouse. But if I'm on my normal spending, I mean, we damn going to Subway with these damn coupons, and I want to redeem my coupon with my free cookie on top of this coupon. I'll be serious, but that's why you got to be say with a smile, and then they give it to you. I got a free cookie today without using the free cookie coupon. Winning. That is all I got for y'all good folks. Thank y'all for showing up with me. We've been on here almost 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm sleep good tonight. But I had a good day today. I did 3 videos today because I did my workout and then I did one on backup channel. Y'all, listen, y'all, don't be looking for me. Shit, I did down 3 videos today. Don't be looking for me. I'm gonna be like that little girl who ran away from home. Don't call me, I will call you. Don't call me, I will call you. I did 3 videos today. I don't know what the hell to tell y'all. I done told y'all asses how to get your body together. I done told y'all about Diddy damn dusty ass sons. and I done told y'all about these damn pedos out here. So y'all done got enough from me today. Y'all on vacation for the rest of the week. Class out. We on winter break early. We on break early. We are on break early. We are on break early, class. We are on break early. See, y'all know about that Publix Firehouse. Y'all listen, publish, that's definitely a treat. Great live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on my backup channel. She speaks on it. And y'all have a good rest of y'all night. I'll catch y'all on the next broadcast. Peace.